good question, because it makes a person know how close, how well they know themselves. You know what I mean? Because I mean, real with you though, like a street nigga tell you like this. He be like, man, shit, I got $1 million right now. I'm about to do this. I'm about to put this much on this nigga head. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do, you know what I mean? Money allows you these opportunities and options to make these moves. That's why certain people only have enough money to do what they do. You know what I mean? But yeah, if somebody offered me $1 million right now, man, I can only tell you right now that I'm just going to satisfy all my desires. You know what I mean? And I ain't
I'm
into
talking
like
about energy. You saying how I'm talking about how energy, like
that's
what Star talking about. I'm talking about the energy. Yeah, like Star, no, I'm talking about Star was saying like, okay, like chemicals and all that there. What kind of chemical go make your ass goddamn get excited and happy when you get that $1 million come some material shit? And what if it ain't worth nothing? You can't do nothing with that money. Your goddamn chemical go chain right back to goddamn sad and fucked up and mad and all.
What I'm saying is though, those thoughts I think create that chemical reaction in order for you to feel that way, because how you think about some shit change your mood. You ain't gonna change your mood. Like what if you didn't know what $1 million was? You wouldn't even be affected by it. Somebody give it to you because you don't know what the fuck it is. You feel what I'm saying?
You're right. See, stars are right. They start right, man.
That's the point I was making. That's the point I was making. That's exactly the point I was making. That's why I asked you them questions. That's why I was gonna get it.
My overall point is this. This is my overall point. I would appreciate the blessing for any of you brothers, any brothers that aren't even up here that has been building with us the last couple of years to win $1 million. Due to the fact that I already know that you are intelligent enough and you've been sharpened enough around all of us to where what you're gonna do with the million. It's not like we need to get past the fact that what money is. We need to get to the point where what money does. You see what I'm saying? We need to stop figuring out that I don't like to say we, because I don't want niggas thinking that I'm trying to initiate niggas. I don't give a fuck. The way I see it is me, right? I don't listen to everybody's way of looking at life, because when I start connecting everybody's way to mine, right, my anxiety gets me. And so what I'm saying is this. I know what I do with $1 million right now because I'm not a millionaire, but I'm smart enough to know that where to invest my money, who to employ with my money, and what to do with it. There's certain people who will never become a millionaire, right? Because they're still too immature. You have to be mature to have money. You know what I mean? Because money causes decisions. Money creates decision making. It ain't got nothing to do with you know what I mean? It ain't got nothing to do with how Huey P puts it. And if you rock with that, then you rock with that. Because I rock with Huey too. But I don't co-sign that part. I don't, nigga. I don't. You're gonna have to figure that part out on our own, or we're gonna have to debate it. The way I see it is this though: money creates decisions, and poverty does not. And those who say that it's a mental choice, you're lying. Because I know a gang of motherfuckers in poverty who are mentally strong, but they're still stuck in poverty because it's all about who you know when you're in poverty. That's my point. Let's keep it real though, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to energies. Okay, don't you know it's stuff you can do with energy and deal with energy to get money and attract money when you're dealing with spirituality and energy stuff with what they call voodoo and stuff, different stuff you can do to attract money and do money. Don't you know that?
Yes, I do, but I've never gotten money that way. I've had this one dude, right? Check this out, because I know you into the voodoo shit. And that's exactly what. Check this out, right?
No, I ain't into that. I just know the knowledge of it. I'm just trying to see where you at, how far you is when you talking about nature spirits and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Well, so I'm trying to see when it
came down to Orisha or Ifa or Ludamere with the OL. When you speak of Ludamere with OL, it's not the same as speaking Ludamere with the EL. I know people want to speak about El Elohim, right? But even in voodoo or voodoo or Orisha, right? You have Ludamere, and Ludamere is the one who creates the heavens, but you have El Ludamere, and El Ludamere is the one that oversees all, which some say the Most High. You know what I mean? And so when you start looking at Olafine, and look, I know the Orishas, and I know a lot of knowledge, but that knowledge ain't gonna get us nowhere, bro. It's good to sharpen each other up on this shit to see who knows some shit, but it makes us so speculative of each other. That's why I fall back from y'all niggas. It's because like I don't got time to be speculating the nigga I'm standing side by side and say, let's talk about it.
This ain't about agreeing or disagreeing. I'm talking about everybody learn the powers to use and utilize energy. You feel what I'm saying? You were just naming all stuff. This ain't no competition about what nobody know. I'm talking about what you know about the energies. You competing about knowledge. Ain't nobody got no time to compete in. Like, this ain't no Jeopardy and Willa for trying to compete who know the most or whatever. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you treat it like it's a competition.
Hey, look, hey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you treat it like it's a competition. So what I'm trying to say, okay.
I'm not treating it like it's a competition. I'm dividing the line. Cut your camera on, blood. Just cut your camera on. Because in a minute though, anybody who don't cut their camera on, you a weenie ass nigga. Because I want to look you in your face. Some of us don't look each other in our faces. I can respect that. And some of us look each other. I'm a man, homie. And the way I see it is this. I want to see you in your eyes, G. Because the way I see it is I'm not challenging you, right? But there's some of my brothers that's in HOTC who are acting fishy. And I don't know if you HOTC or not. So I don't know who to trust. So the knowledge shit is out the door with me, bro. I'm about what's forward. You know what I'm saying? Because even at the throne of God or whoever believes in the throne of God, there's nothing in the front of God. Everything's behind God. You know what I'm saying? So everything is behind me right now, bro. I don't give a fuck about anything else, about nothing. It's about how you apply the energy that you can conjure.
So what is God? What is God to you? You think God? What is God to you? What is God to you? You saying everything is God to God. You putting God as a person sitting up in the throne or something?
No. Now you're using your knowledge to question to see what I know. Let's not go on that. I know about the whole God. I know all that. Let's go on, like you said. What's the
energy behind God? So what the hell? If you said there's something for?
No, you want to be debated. You want to argue with me. You want to get me out of my character, my nigga.
I'm going about what you said, man. I'm going about what you said. You said sit behind God. You said everything else sitting behind God. You said something sitting behind God. So in order to
that was an analogy. That was a statement. That was a statement. I'm not saying that. Oh, that's literal. Don't take what I'm saying literal. All right, fuck everything what I said. What's up, homie? What's your name though? My name is Andre Kors. I'm a blood from BGF, nigga, former blood. Where you from? Who are you? I want to know exactly what you stand on right now with life and your energy, so I know who you are. I don't care about gods and spirits and all of this, nigga. I give a fuck about growing and who you are. Other than that, it doesn't matter to me. I don't want to argue with you, my family. All I want to know is if we're gonna go somewhere together, then let's do that. If not, we done. I'm done talking to you, G. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I don't want no problems.
Facts. We're not gonna rank.
I don't want no problems, but everything we discussing has nothing to do with us holding hands and going forward, bro. That's what's starting our problems. Even with Sanchez channel, with Dredge channel, with HOTC, the problem is we trying to figure out who's the biggest scholar, or who's the most scholar, or who knows the most. Fuck the knowledge. What are we here for?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you talking about nature, spirit, all that. That's what I want to talk about. You the one going through all that rah-rah shit. I'm talking about what you talking about, all that. Right, shit. I'm blood.
What was in the back chat?
That's just to clear the air. That's not to taunt you. It's not to taunt you. I'm not a gang banger. I'm not a banger, homie. I'm not.
I'm just saying all that shit don't bother me anyway. But I'm just saying it's how you come across. Like you want me. I'm gonna look in your eye. I want to see who you is. Like you
I ain't no punk. That's the point. I'm not no punk. I'm not
you a punk, man.
Because it felt like you trying to move on me, homie. That's what I felt like. It felt like he was trying to move in on me, and it's like, look.
I'm asking you questions, man. I'm asking you questions. I'm trying to get going about the subject about the spirit. That's all I'm trying to do. Get going about the question about the spirit. You coming all defensive and all that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I apologize. I did get defensive, bro, but it's just the way it is, man. It is. You're right. I'm not gonna deny. I'm not gonna sit here and lie with you, my nigga. You're right, G. Because I don't know who to trust. The niggas that I've been rolling with on this motherfucker for the last 2 years. Two things. One, they don't want to see me in person. Two, nigga, they falsifying, they false flagging on here. It ain't got nothing to do with no hard shit, right? But if we decide to say we gonna move forward as a unit, right? We gotta respect everybody's territory and how we moving, man. Niggas ain't on that shit, bro. That niggas ain't, man. I don't even know why I'm discussing this shit, my nigga.
You already know, bro. Man, it's all love, man.
You know what I'm saying? 100. I mean, I've been on this shit over 2 years, fool, and it's like, my nigga, ain't nothing to be afraid of. You don't look like a scary ass nigga. I'm looking at you in your face. You did exactly. You said, nigga, what? This nigga said, what? You cut your shit on. I can only respect that. Most niggas would have tucked their tail and ran, my nigga. That's what I'm doing. I'm weaving out the bitch niggas and trying to keep the real ones around me. That's the real shit. I don't know what to expect, so you got to forgive me. All right. Say to you.
I want to wake up. I just want to talk about the spirit. What we talking about? We don't want this motherfucker. You talking about nature spirits and about you can't control and manipulate nature spirit. What the fuck I want to talk about? You went through all the goddamn motherfucker military, goddamn training ass, goddamn bullshit. I'm like, God damn, I want to know what your rank is, who you is, who all this old shit is. I don't know what the fuck wrong with me.
Justin is crazy. My bad, brother. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, when it all boils down to the end, I'm gonna be real. When it all boils down to the end, those people who used to be all into that affiliation shit, we can't get rid of the soldiers who we woke up. Gang banging is not real, but we need frontliners. That's your frontline, nigga. Those your pawns, nigga. I'm your pawn. I'd have been dead before you, fool. You got more sense than I do. So I apologize, my man, but it's something I gotta grow out of, G, for real. And that's the reason why I talk about nature spirits, grow weed, and smoke, because I'm too militia. I just, you know what I mean? Because it's like you got niggas talking about God gonna do this. You got people saying I was born in sin. You got motherfuckers saying that I can't walk, I can't even catch the bus. You know what I'm saying? Without saying where I'm from, and I'm gonna get my jaw tested. You know, it's all this shit. So you gotta excuse me, fam. You know what I'm saying?
But get all of that bullshit. But goddamn, like we're talking about nature spirit. How you think Haiti, like Haiti and all that shit won they war and all that? Cause they use the same fucking goddamn thing with the spirits and all that. And,
you said Haiti.
Come on, bring it, man.
When you said Haiti, right?
How you think Haiti won they war and got independent and everything like that? What I'm talking about?
Haiti was the root workers. When Haiti's won their independence, Haiti's won independence through root work. You'll notice that the Africans that they brought over on these what they call banana boats, that's what root word was said. But you notice that the certain Africans that they proclaimed that they slavery, they stayed away from certain tribes that had certain markings on their faces, certain tribes who had too much indigenous cultures about themselves. They didn't bring them over here due to the fact that when they tried to, right, they was hitting them with that voodoo and they was turning them into zombies. People think that it was a spiritual or a magical thing, but nah, because it's the same way when you consider to float from the Atlantic coastline over into the Americas, right? You got to still take in consideration your canteens, how you eat and what you breathe. Voodoo got a lot to do with the air you breathe and what you eat. Voodoo has a lot. The reason why it's root work because they know a lot about toxicology without really knowing it. A voodoo would turn your ass into a zombie, meaning that you look like you're pale and you're dying, but really you've been poisoned. You know what I mean? And so it was really like it wasn't really a spookism thing, but they knew not to fuck with certain tribes due to Arisha and because they knew root work. I mean, I don't know if I went on a tangent. This is what I know from shamanism.
But is voodoo based on you believing in it as well for it to work on?
It's not. Voodoo ain't got shit to do with no book or no belief. It's all.
I'm just saying what you thinking that you having some kind of fact in yourself that is true or that it can happen to you for it to work.
Yeah, because
energy go right regardless. Like you see a storm coming, you know what I'm saying? Hell, what you gonna do to stop it?
But I'm saying if your energy is stronger, and rejecting whatever's trying to be put on you,
that's only if you
saying. Wouldn't it be a power of the energy?
No one can. That's the problem. No one can put nothing on you. You know, Squid thinking that he putting curses on people, but you can't put nothing because it's all a lie. It's all man has taken his abode and made it more prosperous than the heavens. And so by doing so, right, we put these linguistic shit to things. We can't curse one another because we don't, even though it says that in the angelic world, we're looked at, we're idolized by the angelics. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael, they idolize us, right? But it's still 180 to that. We can't curse each other because it's just like the shit's already written.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because I got to want to be cursed in order for it to happen. I got to believe that this curse gonna work. Or go ahead and curse. I want to.
You how you fucked up, boy.
I'm just saying it's like if you believe in it, so you already got some kind of fear of it. Then you see somebody do some type of action that you believe is bringing that energy to you. Your fear of it and thinking that it's real is gonna bring it into you yourself.
Exactly.
I don't believe that
no, man. You could be an innocent being, boy. I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody do something to you. Look, man, like how girl, I done seen you female fuck niggas up. They be all in love, fucked up, can't go nowhere and everything. You know what I'm saying? You innocent to that shit. They don't believe in
that. But it was an interchanging of energy between that male and female in some form. You know what I'm saying? It was an interchanging of energy. They were probably together. They were probably having sex. She probably got in. He probably opened himself up to receive or whatever it is she's bringing.
A motherfucker put something down. That motherfucker put something down and have you fucked up, man. You be sick. The motherfucker don't know you know what the hell wrong with.
If they gonna poison you or drug you,
I'm trying to tell you, a motherfucker fuck you up, man. You just don't know, man. This shit is real, whether you believe or not. You feel what I'm saying? A motherfucker have certain shit about you, man. It's about your enemy. All I need is a picture of you or whatever. Any little thing to fuck you up, man.
Hey, my big brother in the room.
No, I don't know about that, man.
Shit, nigga, you gotta go to Louisiana.
Have you experienced that?
I lived in Louisiana for a long time. I haven't seen it happen, but the instances where I seen it happen is because.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, he came back with some stories. He said when it wasn't even no sad event. His mama passed away. We died. You know what I mean? But when he went out there, he was telling me some shit. He was saying, you know, and I'm telling you, we from the West Coast, homie. We from the West. It's hard to scare us. And he was like, my nigga, this is some other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like he's right, brother, right. They on some other shit. Looks like a hair follicle. You know what I'm saying? Piece of feces or something. How you fucked up in the game?
Damn.
But
that's I'm saying. There got to be an interchange of the energies, you know, because I live down. I graduated from Southern in Baton Rouge, so
down there it's like there's some swamps. You know what I'm saying? But that's the difference between voodoo and voodoo. People need to understand. I strongly feel that don't tamper with the unknown, you know.
I'll tell you what you do. You look up the Goon or the goddamn Zambido and shit. You see how the motherfuckers over there in Benin and all that invoke them goddamn spirits.
Yeah, it's based on them putting something. It's based on them putting something in your body though, like a chemical or something.
Hey,
they
but
blow something in your face.
This is what I'm saying. This is what
I'm saying. Yeah,
chemicals and
that's what it's based on, the chemical, not the act.
Man, look. Hey, they got movies out like the movie like the Spiderwick of Narnia, and all these movies, right? And these movies are letting you know about nature spirits. What I mean by nature spirits is that your ass ain't gonna go and ask, you know what I mean, and try to do some real illmatic shit. It's not gonna work like that. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard to explain, man. All I know is that in nature, when a shaman would draw the energy out of nature, you know what I'm saying, or from nature. It was a transmutation circle, just like in alchemy. It was a transmutation circle.
But if you think about it, in every culture, it was all based on them putting something in you, smoke or some kind of dust, or you drinking something. You know, it was never just me and you sitting down regular. It was always a ritual where something was introduced into the body to get you to the chemical level.
In the panel.
It's all about laws of attraction with anything you do, man. Anything you want in life, they'll tell you do this, or tell you do that. Or you know what I'm saying? Certain things you got to do in order to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? That just so you just say it, okay, it's there. You know what I'm saying?
Think of every ritual is always something you drinking or some smoke or some. It's ritual that they introduce into your body to open you up to it.
It's ritual, it's dances, it's rituals, it's chants, because it's all about vibrations and frequencies, man. You feel what I'm saying? You all about the practice.
But it's always something there for you to drink or smoke on your duster. It's always something there.
And as time progressed, it went from something that you would drink to something that you would smoke and drink to something that you don't even have to do neither. You can take the name. This is what I was saying through text, my nigga. It's like you can like Barbaeus. They talk about Barbaeus when they chose Jesus. When they chose to free Barbaeus over Jesus, and Barbaeus was just evil ass. Right? You can take these names of these people, like you can take the names of these people, right, and create rituals with them. So human beings have became what you call the most fallen of the most of the bottom of the bottom. You know what I mean? They've taken what's pure and simple and turned it into rituals, my nigga, where it was never that at the beginning. It was never none of that shit. It was never, it was so much calm and steadiness that it was none of this shit. But now people will be taking, look, we're debating over the spiritual world. We're debating over the spirit, and none of us ain't been there other than a fucking a wet dream. You know what I'm saying? And so
when you dreaming, you in the spiritual world. When you dreaming, you in that realm. You feel what I'm saying? When you meditate, you in that realm.
How do you prove that?
Hey, listen, man, I just added you, man, to the call. Go to hang out, man.
I was at work the other day.
Added you to the call.
And I've only been here 1 year. Well, a year in November. And the essence of this deja vu that I had at work, it was so fucking pierced that even the shirts and the colors of the clothing that people were wearing, I remembered. And the deja vu, when it occurred to me, it was almost like 25 years ago. Fuck with your boy. It was like, dude, I had it in a dream, but it was like a deja vu dream. And it was a night, it was whatever it was. I was at work just the other day, not yesterday, the day before yesterday. And when it hit me, I got the chills. I start tearing up and shit. Motherfuckers thought somebody died. But it was so vivid and it was so long ago that when I experienced the deja vu through the essence, you know what I mean? And then when I had a chance to experience the actuality of the deja vu, right? It tripped me the fuck out. So anybody talking that wild shit, you can keep talking that wild shit. But when you can explain to me what I just explained to you, then I can listen. Because I'm gonna be real. The spiritual world has never been experienced and brought back, because you know why? For it to be a fact to some of these crazy niggas who's taking this shit real literal, right? You will have to take a witness with you. You will have to take someone with you, and both of you have to have the same experience, whether through dream or through the afterlife, and come back, both of you, with the same story. You know what I mean? That will validate you in a man-made world as fact. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all niggas.
I feel you on that.
You ain't no way that. Look, let me tell you something. You ain't know you talk crazy. If you human and I'm human, we breathe the same air. We got the same blood. I mean, if you doing the same act, if I punch you in your goddamn face, it's gonna hurt. You punch me in mine, it's gonna hurt. You human just like I'm human. You feel what I'm saying? So we talking about the same experience. We talking about something that's similar. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying, though, Joe. You saying that when you get down to the nitty gritty, you really can't prove it.
Right. Just this is what I'm trying to explain. If you watch a movie it's an old ass movie. It's called Flatliners. Right. It was a couple of interns. Right. It was a couple of medical interns, and they were so infatuated with dying and coming back with answers that they stole shit from from internship and took it to an abandoned building. And they was killing each other for like 60 seconds to see who can go the longest. Like, we're gonna let you be dead for 2 minutes. We're gonna revitalize your ass. I'm not talking about what you can do to me or what I can do to you. I'm talking about that real shit. But the point was this: every time one of them attempted to do it and killed themselves, and they revitalized that person, they brought back curses and horror only for themselves. No one could ever go together. That's like saying Justin and Dojo land side by side, and they're gonna kill us together. And wherever we go in the afterlife, we're gonna gather these answers and this information, and then we're gonna come back and they're gonna jolt us back to life. And Justin and Dojo are gonna have the same exact answers. This is what I'm trying to break to you, brother. This is what I'm trying to say. If we can die together and come back together and say, this is what it is over here in the spiritual world, I can listen. But this has never been.
We're gonna look at the world different ways. You know what I'm saying? So nobody ain't gonna never have the same experience in the world. Think about the world the same.
There's no such thing as truth. If we cannot experience the same factual experience, there's no such thing as truth. The truth is based on personal experience. Then
that's all truth is. That's all truth is, though. That's all it is.
That's what it is. If you and I can't go together and come back and say, this is what we did, right?
Hey, Dojo, let me ask you a question, brother.
They're left to believe it. It's not a fact.
Let me ask you a question, brother, because that was a mic drop. That was a mic drop you just said right there.
Exactly. No one's gonna.
Well, my question, hold on, let me ask you real quick, brother. So what do we, if there's no such thing as truth, because you're right, that was a mic drop. If there's no such thing as truth, because truth is based on personal experience, how do we classify natural facts, like things that we know to be true and there's no other explanation for it?
That was a very great and simple question. Natural fact and what they consider a natural law is based on things that man cannot do, that we can only observe. Right?
Gotcha.
That's all that is, brother. That's all that is. When I say natural spirits, natural law, anything natural is what man cannot do.
Natural's beyond man. Gotcha.
Beyond man. But beyond man, and how do you prove that to be a fact? Is because what is natural is inside a duration. Some of us say that time is an illusion and time is this, but we can look at natural existence and see that naturalism is what's natural is in it. We know that summer comes and then spring and then fall. We can observe and see the repetition in nature to see that and within a time frame. Not saying that I believe in time. I'm just telling you duration. How it's a natural fact that nature does things that man can't do. And this is the war. This is the fucking war. You know what I mean? They always try to say, hey man, Citizen Man said some shit, but he understand where I'm coming from.
So Dojo, Dojo, you really just saying get rid of everything that you really 100% can't prove.
Again, we can't really. I mean, literally though.
I mean, that's real. That's real.
But how can you prove water? You don't know how to make water. How can you prove water? How can you prove wind? You don't know how to make wind. I mean, when you talk about nature, like I was saying, like how can you prove the stuff that you can't see then, or the stuff you can't understand.
Inside the text, inside the hangouts, right? I was saying that there's that we lost how to communicate amongst each other through telekinesis, but something about the human body and the spirit that embodies us, right? The aura, we didn't lose the connection, how to telepathically connect to nature. When we talk about wind, air, oxygen, fire, all that several elements, right? This is what I'm discussing. This is the connection telepathically to nature, but we don't have it with each other no more. You see what I'm saying? I just grew some of the most phenomenal tree ever, and in an altitude that I just did a prototype in. And I'm getting the results from people who's never smoked, strains from the Pacific or from the West Coast. It's not the fact that, actually, it is the fact. It is the fact. It's the fact that the more I listen and learn these arts, right, I'm able to prove these theories through science. You know what I'm saying? But niggas hear that shit differently. They feel like niggas don't know what you're talking about. I do know what I'm talking about because I've done it over and over and over again. Can you do that? Name something in your life that you can say, I do every day other than brushing your teeth and wiping your ass. You see what I'm saying? This is what it's about when it comes to us. Black men, I don't give a fuck what color man, but as a man though, repetition makes us disciplined. This is that structure I was telling you about. This is what it was when it came to having to be outnumbered by so many Crips because I was cute and I didn't know what it was to be hard or sock on a nigga, right? So they was like, fuck it, we won't keep beating on this nigga until he learn it. You see what I'm saying? And so when you start realizing that, all right, it's all just an experience personally, right? You start noticing that there's not even no reason to even join these panels. Like you start realizing this, and this is no disrespect, because I roll with knowledge, and I roll with knowledge from the very beginning. You start realizing that how Squid is acting, he's right. You start realizing he's right. He's like, fuck everything and everyone, because we're all inside something that we can't prove to each other, but yet we love each other so much that we're ready to go to war with each other to say, nigga, fuck it, nigga, if you don't want to, you know what I mean? And we're all just engulfed in something like, it's some shit, nigga, it's some shit. And so the best thing we can do is, you know what I'm saying? Like knucklehead brothers, we either fight this shit out, fool, or you just gonna be the weenie, which you call meatballs and shit. And none of us are weenies, man.
Yeah, we ain't no fucking meatballs around here.
No, if you want to use this technology, I got shit, nigga. I can share my screen. I got some shit ready. I don't mean that shit physically to offend a nigga, but I'm gonna be real, fool. I just
but just like they got an offense, we got an offense too.
It's because it makes you tough, bro. I got an older brother, man. He just strung out. But before he was strung out, that nigga was like a miniature Tyson. I don't care what nobody said, nigga. The hardest nigga on earth is Iron Mike, nigga, at his prime. Ain't nobody fucking with Iron Mike at the prime. My older brother was like that, nigga. He was like Iron Mike. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I got to the point where I was like, I punked my older brother. And I'm gonna be real, fool. When that happened, can't nobody fuck with me. And it's not even a mentality thing. It's that nigga got weak, nigga. You can be strong and you can be weak. You can be both, nigga. But it's just something about being a man, fool. We men, nigga. Hey man, look, fool, I don't even know if you live or not, bro. But I just have
we live, bro.
I don't even know if you live or not, man. Look, man, I'm such a man that I don't even be playing with booties, homie. I don't do that shit, nigga. You know what I mean? I don't even sodomize women. You know what I mean? If you a nigga and think that's attractive and shit, if you get hard because you think that a woman's ass, nigga, then you can fuck a trainer, you can hit a man in his ass. You a nasty nigga, homie. I can respect you because you can respect yourself and stay over there and don't fuck with young ones. But other than that, nigga, you a nasty nigga. But I can respect you more. Other than that, I don't fuck with booties, homie. I don't do nothing with the booty. I'm old fashioned. I just look like this. You know what I'm saying? I just look young. But I'm gonna be real, man. The nature spirits can't be touched, nigga. And Squid, man, I'm gonna be real, bro. These niggas, hey, nigga, let's just have a debate. We're gonna have a debate, fool. I'm gonna go ahead and do my shit. I know what type of nigga Squid is, bro. And I'm gonna be real with you. It seemed like since I ruffled that nigga feathers on Huey P's channel that day, him and Mind's Eye, that nigga on long. It seems like ever since that day, that nigga understood some shit. But you have to stand. You gotta. I mean, that nigga on some shit, bro.
but like you were saying, Dojo, about damn Orisha. Okay, you know you got Orisha for the ocean, for the river, for the lightning.
That's why there's no book, and that's why there's no belief to Orisha. There's no book, no belief, because Orisha only identifies what's the surroundings of what caused you to exist anyway. You're gonna exist because what they call the Most High, Jehovah, whatever, Allah, whatever. You're gonna breathe until that time is up. But other than that, Orisha was always signifying how they learn. You got to ask yourself this: if you knew nothing, right? If you knew nothing, but you had to travel across the plains of the wilderness, nigga. I'm not talking about civilized land, because as man began to build roads and freeways and create concrete and infrastructure, this is what kept insects in the wilderness away. I know this. I'm a farmer. When I began to move things accordingly, right? Cobwebs and spider webs and creepy things won't nest there, because that energy and the activity is still there. It's just like if a homie got domed, boom, boom, and he died right there at that sidewalk under that lamppost, and that street's called Slauson and Boot Boom, right? They'll put the candles up, and nobody's gonna breach that. No one's gonna breach those candles right there, because the energy is there. Even when the candles are removed, the energy is still there. See what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying is that it's the same way when we get along with each other. It's the same way. It's like when we utilize, that's why when it comes to the airbender, that's why he didn't kill the Fire Lord at the end. They call that nigga the Fire Lord, bro. And you know what I'm saying? He had that nigga at his neck. He had all 4 elements achieved, all 4. He was so natural in his existence that he had mastered all 4 elements. And so when it was time for him to kill the Fire Lord, he didn't. What he did was bend the energy. He bent all that evil that came from the Fire Lord and the anticipation on conquering the whole Aegean, right? He bent evil, the energy of evil, and spared his life. And by doing so, he was able to absorb all his mutation. He was able to take this Fire Lord's what they would call powers. You know, he wasn't a firebender no more. He couldn't bend fire. He took his consciousness away from him. Squid is taking his consciousness. That's what Squid is doing.
You also get power. You also get power from your ancestors, for something that nobody can take away from them.
And see, there you go, bro. You're still looking for an outlet. You're still looking for something external. If you don't find it within yourself, stronger than your ancestors or even the Most High, to me,
you ain't gonna find it.
You ain't gonna find it, bro.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's a part of you. That's a part of you, though. Your ancestors is a part of you. You feel what I'm saying?
I know that. I know that. I got the nose of God.
That's a part of you.
I know that, fool. And I got the chin bone of natives. Fool, I'm so mixed up. I'm like a gumbo pot of fucking racist, bro. Nigga, I'm telling you the truth, homie. I'm like every human. I'm like every human, bro. You can take my sperm and make every fucking human, even a white man. And so what you saying? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm everybody.
I'm talking about energy. Like you said, when somebody died right there on that sidewalk, that blood right there, okay, so that energy is still there. We talk about energy. Like I said, your ancestors. I'm talking about energy. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking. You contradict what you see what I'm saying? You said like that blood on that sidewalk, like you said, that one candle's lit right there, that blood on that sidewalk. You feel what I'm saying? All that. You put pictures and all that stuff. That's your ancestors. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
I didn't say it's see, there you go again, Justin. I didn't say it was worshiping ancestors. I say it's more like mourning a fallen soldier or mourning somebody, an innocent victim who got caught by
in the same defense. You give homage. You paying homage to your ancestors in the same defense.
Like, that energy is respected even by evil people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That good energy is respected even by the fallen. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, you know what I mean? And so if you think you good and you got some of us at your head, nigga, then it is what it is. Some of us don't live through hell, nigga, and you don't want them problems. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it. You know what I mean? Because nigga, man, look, bro, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not here for confusion. Squid is right, nigga. If you don't find this eternal resurrection within yourself, nigga, you're done. You know what I'm saying? And I feel the same way. I just feel the same way. You're fucking done. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta worry about destroying me. You can destroy my flesh, nigga, but you can't fuck with me in the afterlife. I already know that to be true. You see what I'm saying? It's not a confidence, because even confidence and courage and bravery and love and hate, this is all man-made matrices. The matrix is like an onion. It's a mini matrices. You know, once you start peeling the onion, right, you've already failed.
Like realms of reality.
Don't even touch the onion. Don't even worry about anything. Just let go. Just don't even give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. And it's not even on tough man shit. But I'm gonna be real. There's a new power. There's a new power, bro. And even astrology explains it this way, you know. And so I'm here for the wave. I'm here for the wave, my nigga. You know, and just I'm not even trying to debate you, bro, but I'm real. You know what I mean? The only spirits on this planet are plane, flat or round, however you want to see it. The only ones that cannot be manipulated or provoked or something will happen to your ass is nature spirits. Simple as that. Any nigga talking any other shit, nigga, he can fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm confident enough, nigga. I don't give a fuck about no deity, no high nothing, nigga, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen niggas hit. You know what I mean? I ain't worried about that shit. You know, so I'm not worried about that. So, however, and excuse me, chat room or whatever, but I don't give a fuck about who follow me or not, nigga. I'm here on some other shit. Most niggas don't listen to me no way. If I popped on live right now, most y'all niggas won't come to my channel. So fuck you, Justin. And I mean that respectfully. You know what I mean? So it's not really that oh, this nigga flashing. I'm not flashing, nigga. I just know what cloth I'm with and who I'm from. You know what I'm saying? This is the same.
So you saying you protected by nature? No, I can't fuck with you because you protected by nature.
I'm just as vulnerable as you are, and you're just as vulnerable as Squid, and you're just as vulnerable as knowledge in all of us. Nigga, you ain't realized that yet either. You know what I mean? But this meat sack ain't got nothing on my energy. You keep bringing up energy. You keep grabbing at what you keep trying to be challenging. I'm not trying to challenge you, my nigga, because you can destroy.
I ain't challenging. It's my energy, man. It's you the one challenging about all that fucking, but I ain't falling into that energy. See,
hey,
if I fall into
that, I can say that with a smile on my face. And I can say,
but what I'm saying is, if I was a child, we could go back and forth. No, nigga, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. I can do that, but see that, but they ain't get nowhere. That's when you use your energy. That's when you use energy to sit there and follow up.
Don't tell me how to use my energy. I know exactly how to modulate, homie. That's the thing, fool. There's high and lows to this shit. You better tap into UEP more often. You see what I'm saying? You better learn the difference. I'm not even here to argue with you, nigga. But
well, I'm saying you just don't know me, man. I done been in these panels. You just don't know me. So
physically, I don't need to know you. Physically,
because that's why you talking like that. Like I'm new to this shit. I ain't new to this shit, man. I've been into this shit before.
You a pom boy for Sanchez. I know that.
How you think I'm a pom boy for Sanchez? How you figure that?
Nigga,
you figure that? When you ever seen me? Whenever you see me on a panel, I'm saying, how you know I'm a pom boy for Sanchez? I work out. I don't have time to be on these goddamn panels. You feel what I'm saying? I get on these mother every now and then. But you talking about I'm a pom boy. I'm a pom boy. I'm just going on just like everybody else on here to build. You know, you want to be a macho man. You want to be the head of a tent and be macho man today.
If that was the truth, right? That was the truth, you and I would have never had this conversation. You would definitely be here congregating right along with every other brother and sister and getting along and having disputes right along with us. I ain't never in my life seen you get into argument or show love to any of us, my nigga. But I have seen your ass on Flat Power TV or whatever. So, like I said,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. But look, half these motherfuckers on here now. I done been on some of you got up panel when they had these little back chat channels and shit. I don't be all in tune and shit like I'm a goddamn big activist into this bullshit like y'all be out there doing it. I don't be make sure y'all be a participant. I got shit going on in the fucking world. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, so when I get tired to come on this motherfucker, I come on here.
I don't have to know you, but you remember what you said. Nigga, I'll hold your words. I'll hold you accountable to your words. Nigga, hold me accountable to every word I say. Like you said though, you don't tap in enough because the real world got you captivated. You know what I mean? You got to work. I got to do the same shit. I got to go.
Hey, yo, I got a question about that energy after the flesh is destroyed and the energy that remains. A reference to what you said, though, Joe. The question is, when there's a scene of, let's say, mass death, like Ground Zero, 9/11, or the Bahamas right now, what becomes of that energy? Like how does it affect the people around? Because for example, in the Bahamas, you got the town
keep going, man.
Keep going. The town that's completely flattened. There's dead bodies everywhere, buried in the rubble. People don't know where they are, and then there's live people walking around in between all of this, trying to survive. You know, so how is that energy affecting the live people's energy?
Hey, I won't answer the question, but I'm gonna give you my same question within a statement form. When that occurred on 9/11, when mass catastrophe happens, when a lot of people lose their lives and inside of a catastrophe like that, like 9/11 or these or how you mentioned, right? We have to ask ourselves, did these people die with the consciousness of thinking at that present moment? Because we can only think of what they thought of at that present moment. Did they die thinking that the entire world was chaotic? Like let me give you the example, right? When I look at when I used to study the Twin Towers in the sea to examine if the planes really hit the shit or whatnot, I'd always ask myself what took me the most was the people who was jumping out the building to their demise. You know what I mean?
That got me. That fucked me up too.
It fucked me up, bro. It fucked me up. And I'll tell you why. It's because when America, you have to count. How many times can you count that America has had something that's considered an inland attack, that's considered an inland war? Besides Pearl Harbor, the Twin Towers were similar to shock and awe like that, right? This is what I'm trying to say. When I put myself in the mental state of those people who were jumping out of the building, because I work on the 7th floor, and if there's fire that's engulfed the floor, this staircase, the elevators, I'm not coming down. I gotta figure out how to get off the 7th floor. These people work on the top, right? And so you gotta ask yourself, as somebody who lives in America, you've been indoctrinated with all the shit that people in America indoctrinate you with, right? And you tell yourself, you hear all these screams and all this horror shit, and you're going to jump to your death. Because think about it, certain states, they're fighting for legalizing, and this could be a different topic, but they're fighting for the legalization of self-suicide. This was considered a self-suicide. When they jumped off those buildings, right? Some of us who believe in self-suicide, is it not considered a self-suicide? Yes, it is. You see what I'm saying? But in the moment, right? In the moment of the Twin Towers being attacked, I would have told myself that America is being attacked. That because I'm only human, so I'd have told myself that, oh shit, this could be the end of some shit, right? So when you die with a group of people, and like I just mentioned to Justin, we can identify. There's no science of plural deaths. We can die together, but there's still no evidence of saying that all of us. There's no evidence there. There's still no evidence. The only evidence we can talk about is what I'm discussing. That those people, what was on their minds at that moment? If I died in a catastrophe that over 100,000 people died, I would die thinking that the world was coming to an end. I would think that the world was coming to an end, because not only am I dying, it's the chaos has been so vast that I would think that if I was in the Twin Towers, knowing how strong America is, I would think, oh shit, you know what I mean? I'm dying in the midst of an attack, a war. Those people died to me. They died thinking of an inland war. They died thinking that most of us died with them.
Yeah, America got bombed or some shit. They didn't know what was going on.
Let me you didn't really answer the question, so I don't think I really asked it the right way I wanted to ask it. But,
I can't answer the question. I can't.
You're right. But based on what you said though, would you think? Because I would think, like, for guys who are more consciously awake like us, you know, we would be more conscious of the situation. But I think for like the average person,
okay, wait,
it would be more of fear.
It's not going, because you're a very, very highly intelligent man. You said that for brothers like us to be conscious as we are, we would have either I would have answered the question differently, or in that present moment of dying in that hurricane in the Bahamas or in the Twin Towers, in that present moment, we would have consciously known something differently. I'm from the streets. I knew when to run, and I knew when to retreat when I knew this nigga was gonna start shooting. I knew certain, so I know where you're going with it. But you have to explain to me what you really mean, because it's like when you say that many of us are dying because this is occurring on a vast, it's a big thing, right? How conscious can you be when it's time to die, nigga? It's your time to go. You can't evade this shit, you know. And so, explain to me, Citizen Man, please.
I mean, would they be more blinded by fear and just kind of, you know, like when something traumatic happens and you go into shock and you kind of don't remember what happened until later on, like that fear blindness? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because fear resonates. See, everything is based when we get past the science of the brain, we'll get past the science of the rat brain, the science of dopamine, right?
Yeah.
Fear resonates in the brain faster than belief and trust. Fear resonates in the human brain faster than everything, because even at the beginning in the biblical scriptures and stuff, right? Everything was based on shame. There's no such thing as anything in the world as you live, right? But one. There's only one thing that rests upon all of us, and that's the spirit of shame. Everything is based on shame. It ain't based on nothing else. Pedophilia based on shame. Fucking lying, cheating, anything you name is based on shame, not sin. And so when we ask ourselves, like, fuck, you know what I mean? We have to say that consciously, right?
Yeah, like the fact that we've wear clothes.
Shame. It's all based on shame. Solomon had broke that shit down to us.
Fact.
That's
true.
Human has created this deity of shame that we don't know how to find each other or ourselves anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's all based on shame. This is where ego comes from. And then we denounce the ego, but we realize that ego's
back to my question about the death and the energy. Like for instance, with the Bahamas, you said like you said when if somebody kills you on the street right there at that spot, they put up the candles. Nobody's gonna breach that spot and breach that energy.
That's the
one. I'm saying like.
Yeah,
but I'm saying like if you're surrounded by dead bodies and there's really nowhere for you to go and you have to breach those energy points, how would that affect you?
I've never been in that situation. My life is based on everything that I've experienced.
Well, what's your theory? What's your theory on how that would affect the person?
There's people.
Well, shit, if you walk through a graveyard, it's about to say ain't got no thing.
Yeah.
You walk through
fucking shit.
Well,
so here.
You sure right, Justin. Damn, I didn't even think of that.
I feel the same way. Hey, I feel the same way. My whole entire family on my mom and dad's side, they denounced me, not because I was a hoodlum or redeemed hoodlum. They denounced me because I don't do funerals. So every time somebody dies in my family, somebody just died yesterday. I don't do
Justin,
funerals.
Then again, Justin, I think I gotta rebut you on this point. In the Bahamas, where those bodies are, those are the spots where those people actually died. But in the graveyard, those people died somewhere else, and the bodies were just placed there. So wouldn't the energy remain where the person died at, rather than where the body is placed?
This nigga crazy.
All these millions and billions of people that have been on this earth, you think you in stepping on somewhere with somebody that died or somebody living that died?
Yeah. Ain't
nobody.
Well, I guess that explains why we all. That explains why the world's so fucked up. That
Ain't nobody on earth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody everybody different. You see this motherfucker, okay, he look like this, he look like that. But ain't nobody exactly the goddamn same who came through this goddamn earth. That's some crazy shit, ain't it?
Facts.
All these millions and billions of people that came and ran through this damn world, you unique, whoever the hell you is right now.
And on top of that, citizen, it's still based on the experience. If I just woke up traumatized because I wasn't killed in the war or however that occurred, if I woke up and noticed that it was dead bodies all around me, right? That trauma within that experience would cause me to think different. If I was smoking with the homies and say, hey, let's go visit the dead homie, right? I'm in a different atmosphere. I'm in a different mind. My consciousness is not in the same mode. So like I said, though, in the beginning, you know what I mean? If I was around dead bodies all around me, shit, right? It would definitely be based on that at that moment. I ain't never been around.
Yeah, so you can't really speak to that. Yeah,
more than two. You know what I'm saying? So you get around that shit, nigga. Okay, hey, listen to this. The questions you're asking is anyone can answer these questions, not answer them, but anyone can speak on them, right? And so when we say that we want to rebuttal questions that everyone can speak on, there's really no rebuttal to it because we can never find the true answer to it. This is what just started the discussion. It's like, come on, my nigga, everything is a lie. You know what I mean? And so
I was just. When I said rebuttal, I was just responding to the graveyard point that he made in terms of the death energy.
Point was on point though. Hey, the energy, I see where y'all coming from.
I guess rebut wasn't the word. I guess it would have been response.
Y'all niggas don't rock with me because y'all niggas think a nigga energy is just straight like flat line or a nigga I'm a what do you call that shit? A hi-hat or a snare. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing though, because I'm not for to kiss no nigga ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All I can
But that's just like we talk about energy. It's just like the truth. It's some truth to why
energy is real. That's all I can believe.
That's why they build cities. That's why it's the truth to why they build cities in certain spots. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth of that shit about when you about Atlanta and New York, places like that right there, hot spots. You feel what I'm saying? Always some shit going on. Always a lot of crime. Always a lot of shit in them in certain areas. Why they build certain cities in certain spots? Why it's congregated people in certain spots? Because think about it, a city could have been anywhere. It's all about what you put there to attract people. You feel what I'm saying? So they gonna make. So you got there. I'm gonna place a lot of shit right here. So they got to come here anyway to get this, so people go congregate around this. The necessities of people, what they need. You feel what I'm saying? So a motherfucker can create a hot spot anywhere. If it's something new people want to see, that's how new cities and new suburbs get hot, because they're like, okay, we tired of this old. Now we got something smaller and something new. People moving in, but they want something fresh and new. They build a new house and doing it and make a downtown, a small town can turn into a fucking suburb, turn into a city by them building new this, building new mall, building this and building that. You feel what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. That's the same. They use the same tactic since the very beginning. I don't know where I picked up the information from. I don't know what brother said it, but a brother brought to my attention that even when they took America from the native people that was here, whether if you want to say Moors were here, I don't give a fuck who you say here was first, right? That it wasn't the wars, it wasn't the back and forth fighting that took America, that gave them America. What it was when they started building infrastructures and the youngins and the youth start seeing smoke from the dispense. They start seeing smoke and they start hearing music and they started tearing down tribes through curiosity. So here we are with the second word. There's only two things that I'm gonna leave y'all niggas with tonight: shame and curiosity. These are the two things that are just taking us. Nigga, your curiosity is whooping your motherfucking ass. You ain't gotta worry about me. Nigga, I can talk raw. I can do all that all I want. And I can be playing, right? But your curiosity whooping your motherfucking ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Shame and curiosity is whooping Earth's ass. You know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, fool. Please. Because even millionaires tell you how shameful they are. You know what I'm saying? Even millionaires tell you this shit, fool. That the curiosity of money, this is just curiosity and shame. These are the two things that is whooping all of our asses. Bottom line, man.
But some people ain't shame over goddamn thing. They just don't give a fuck about nothing.
Hey,
like a goddamn crackhead on homeless motherfucker.
Like they say though, and like they say in scripture, right? The first will be last and the last will be first. That's how you take that. Those motherfuckers who are naive and ignorant and don't know what you know, don't use them as pedestals. Don't use them as stepping stones, because them motherfuckers gonna be saved if there is a savior or if there is a place to go, right? Them motherfuckers gonna get there before your ass do, because your ass is you, not you in particular, Justin. I'm speaking those people who listening, that those who you judge will be there quicker than will find happiness quicker than your ass because you weren't prejudged. That's how I see it. That's how I see it, fool. Don't prejudge shit. Let go. Don't give a fuck, nigga. Just mob, nigga. Everything's mob, fool. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself. Stay dangerous, homie. Just don't be picking on niggas. Stay fair. You know what I'm saying?
Because misery loves company.
And trust me, everybody loves to entertain misery. Simple as that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Misery don't have to fucking crave company. Misery don't give a fuck. Misery got enough company as it is. I better watch these movies. I'm telling you, everybody. Yeah, I'm still like, yeah, I'm telling you, man, this is a good build. Justin, you on some shit, fool. I'm telling you, my nigga, I'm gonna be real with you. Just don't give a fuck, bro. This is some shit. Don't give a fuck what I said. Don't give a fuck how I look. Don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, nigga, because I'm gonna be real, man. Even when you do, it's still gonna be whooping your ass, fool. The more you care, the more you pretend to say that kindness is how you getting by. Miss me with that shit, nigga. Kindness is a fucking kind, man. Don't be kind, fool. Just be real. You know what I mean? Just be real. You're a real nigga though. I'm fucked up. Hold on, I'm supposed to refill, nigga. I don't know how long y'all gonna stay on. I ain't even tripping. Like, I don't put torpedoes in the water. I'm just trying to make it interesting, food, because honestly though, I can stop doing this shit. This ain't even fun no more. We done got past flat Earth. We done got past the moon landing. We done got past nigga, now we getting fucking, you know what I'm saying? Now we done got past the division between HOTC. When you start to look at duration, and it's the same thing as being like, it's like when you start getting used to the agony, right? Then you deserve your abode, nigga. You deserve to be what you in, nigga. I'm not trying to get used to this shit, fool. So, nigga, if nigga Red Squid, nigga, you want to challenge, nigga, I'm here. Other than that, there it is, because he's the only nigga that's coming out like, nigga, he harvesting, bro. He's spiritually harvesting, bro. Seriously.
Yeah.
And niggas need to understand, if he's doing it spiritually, at least he ain't doing it physically. Because niggas on some other shit. But he's harvesting, and I understand what a shepherd is, bro. But I don't believe in shepherds either. You know what I mean? So I don't know where this is going. I'm high as fucking.
Hey, I got some good subject matter to bring up that I think we all could chime in on.
Go ahead, bro.
I believe some type of energy is moving and something crazy is happening, because I was, for some reason today, the Bahamas was on my mind all day, and I started watching some videos to see what was going on, you know, in the aftermath and all that. And all the people were saying that is, you know, all the death, the government's lying, they being screwed over, they're not getting no help, whatever. And I found a YouTuber that's from the Bahamas that was talking to somebody. He lives in the United States. He was talking to somebody who lives in the Bahamas and shit. And they were talking about, you know, getting care packages sent to the Bahamas and shit. And it was weird because the dude said where he lived at in the United States, and it turns out he not only lives in my city, in my town, but he lives in my neighborhood.
Wow.
And I didn't know this guy even existed.
Wow. That's wild, right?
That shit was crazy.
Damn.
And if y'all want to check him out, his name is Lance Curve. No, Lance Scurv, LANCESCURV. And right now he covers a lot of different topics and shit, but right now he's covering the Bahamas and he's in contact with people on the ground. So I feel like he'd be one of the more credible sources for information. But it's bad down there, man. It's a lot worse than what they're talking about.
I would imagine, man, that shit was a Category 5 going over that shit.
Well, what the people are saying was it was worse than a Category 5. They believe that they were hit with a tsunami and multiple tornadoes at the same time. Because when the storm set,
well, you know tsunami is the same thing as a hurricane over there in Asia. They call hurricanes tsunamis, and over here we call
tsunami. Nah, the tsunami is the water, it's the wave, it's the tidal wave. But they call it the hurricanes over there in Asia is the typhoons.
Typhoons, my bad.
Yeah. So the people were saying when the storm sat over the Bahamas for that 36 hours, the wind is supposed to be hitting it from one direction until the eye wall moves and then it hits from the opposite direction because it's on the spiral. But they said during the 36 hours, the change in direction was really in wind direction was really erratic. Like it wasn't just an average cat, because they said they've been through Cat 5s before. So there's a lot more going on now. I had a theory on that. And because what the people in the Bahamas were saying is the Chinese have vested interest in the land down there. And the same thing happened up in Nevada with the Bundy Ranch standoff where the Bureau of Land Management tried to take the man's land and shit. And a bunch of protesters went out and kind of caused them to back off because they were doing it on fraudulent basis and they didn't want to have to go to court over it. But I think the Chinese is using their weather weapons and launching them, our way, because right after Dorian hit, then there was a typhoon that fucked up Asia a little bit. So I think the Chinese is launching their shit at us and we're launching our shit at them. And then all the hurricanes keep skirting off the east coast of Florida and turning north because I believe we're using our weather weapons to deflect that shit. And that's why we're not getting hit that bad. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my theory.
Man, I still want to talk up a stuff about that shit, man, because that shit crazy about how that damn hurricane did. Like a remote control, that bit with a remote control. You know what I'm saying? Here, damn man, them
motherfuckers was sitting still for a minute. Remember when they said it was standing?
I don't know if it was a coincidence, but remember 2017, it was September 11th, and it hit Florida pretty bad. But down in the islands,
fucked up New Jersey.
So what you're saying is that not only they're using modern day weaponry like missiles, torpedoes, and scud this and scud that, they're actually knowing how to manipulate weather with HARP and using that
weather weapons. Listen, the first documented use of the HARP machine in weather warfare was during the Vietnam War, when they flooded out the Ho Chi Minh Trail in North Vietnam.
Okay.
To stop the Viet Cong's supply lines because it rained for more days than it normally would. And the trails, because the Viet Cong were using these roads because they know the roads were on high ground, and even in the rain, they could still move their shit. But it rained more than usual, and all the trucks got bogged down, and they got ambushed and shit, and the supply lines got cut off. And some say in intelligence circles and shit, they're saying that was the first use of the weather weapons because they were chemtrailing pretty heavy in days before the rain came. So,
okay, okay, you know what? I take that. I really like the way you broke that down. But the thing is this: I'm just trying. I'm gonna make it to where we're on the same level.
No, I hear you. I'm listening.
Okay. You see how you use the analogy? That's not even an analogy because it actually happened. So that's why you spoke of it. So it's considered a fact that how this Vietnam incident occurred, right? Do you expect me to take that one incident and validate every other incident that occurs similar or different than that one and take it as that one being the answer for all? See what I'm saying? That's my point.
Well, that was That was just one. That was just one example. I could give you several other examples
sure
of weather anomalies.
Because I believe.
But the reason why I gave you that one example was to demonstrate two things. One, that was the first documented test run allegedly of the machine, and two, that's the oldest record of it being used to illustrate how long they've been at it. So by now they could have very well have perfected it to deflect entire hurricanes and shit.
And this is what the brethren mean. This is the confusion. This is what the difference is between the HOTC family and I don't even like putting words on it, but this is what Squid is saying. If man has conquered the heavens and able to do what the sun, the moon, and the stars are able to do, like create weather, and not only create it, because I do believe what you're saying about HARP, that HARP can be a weather manipulated machine. But when you begin to control the weather and utilize it as a weapon, now we're on a whole new level. And so what I'm asking, do you believe that man has gotten to the point where I can't even believe in the Most High because man can control the weather now? You know what I mean? Because that back in the day, people would rain dance, or natives would rain dance and be like, "Here comes the rain." And even
you know what else they used to do? This might blow your mind real quick, Dojo. You know what else they used to do when they rain dance? They would light big bonfires and send up a lot of smoke into the sky because they knew that particles in the sky attracted moisture. That's why after every major war, when they used the muskets and shit, like the Civil War and shit, when they were using those not the flintlocks, but the repeater revolvers and shit, it was a lot of gun smoke. And after the battles, all that smoke would go up and then it would rain.
And that's what took. And you see, I don't co-sign to be a race, because I feel like even race is manipulated. But when it comes to allegedly or according to, you know, we quote unquote respect to root words, but when it comes to allegedly all this crazy shit, the Africans, right? That's what took Africa. It's like the only reason people fail is because the other race had more understanding of the elements than the other. When it is said that when they used the cannons, because you notice that when they went into Africa on the Atlantic coastline or the Ivory Coast, that they only conquered, they never brought their ass inland, because that's when it got even, when it got more equal. The battlefield got more equal inland. So on the coastline, when they used the cannons that they pushed off the ship.
On the ships. They had the advantage.
They never heard that. Can you like you mentioned about dying with everybody, and I couldn't explain. Can you imagine never hearing the shots of a gun, never hearing a ballistic, never hearing the sound of a gun, to hearing the sound of many guns and many cannons? You would think that it sound like thunder, and you would think that what you prayed to or believed in was against you. This is the same concept of Adam and Eve hearing the footsteps of God in Eden, when they said that they heard God. The voice was a thunder. It wasn't a language. People get caught up thinking that God was like, "Where is thou? Where is thou?" No, they heard thundering and lightning.
They personified natural phenomenon.
When they fail, they begin to hear. When we fell from the highest of the high, our five senses began to be activated. Your five senses was never activated until you fell. So you are part of the fall. You got five senses. You see what I'm saying? And this is the concept of, or should I say, my analogy of what Adam and Eve had to experience.
Hey, Dojo, you know what's crazy, bro? Did you mention the five senses? Has anyone noticed that when you have a dream, you can never use all five of your senses at the same time? You can either see and hear, or see and touch, or hear and touch. Or you ever had one of those dreams where you wanted to hit somebody or hit something, but you couldn't do it because you just didn't have the sense of touch?
Super.
You ever noticed that?
All of them. And I had to conquer each fear, not having that sense. Like if I'm in every dream that I had to grow up to conquer in my dreams, because I have no more nightmares, right? I'm with the darkness like never before. But before then, right, every sense that I couldn't have in the dream state, I had to conquer that fear. He's definitely right. There's dreams that I'm trying to run real fast and I can't get anywhere because I'm trying to get away from something, or I'm trying to go real loud and warn somebody and I can't use my vocals. You know what I mean? And it's all dependent on a chakra. Citizen Man just went the fuck in. That's the jewel of the stream right there. You just went in.
And have you ever thought about, when you think about senses, that is really all boiled down to one sense, which is touch, because everything has to be touched to be activated.
Touch is.
Like you have to touch your nose hairs or to signal smell, or your eyeballs have to see something.
The photons have to touch your eyeball for you to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, everything has to touch something, so it's all based on touch.
That's touch. How you said everything is based on touch. That's the signature of flesh. Our touch. That energy that comes through touch. That's why our mouths, nipples, whether man or woman, and our vagina or penis area, asshole, these are the parts of our body that give off the most energy, the most signal. If you can even put certain certain machines to it, you can see that there's more energy coming from these parts of our bodies, even the armpits. We're vegan at this point, if I'm not mistaken. He'll say like lymph nodes. Your lymph nodes give off a lot more energy. This shit means something, but I'm gonna be real. The more I desire to know how the body works, the miracle machine, are fallen I am. You know what I mean? The only way I'm gonna get to the point where I can even meet more new people than y'all brothers, because I've been on YouTube for over 2 years and I ain't met nobody new but y'all brothers. I don't mean that as in not going anywhere, but I mean that as in that energy is endless, right? And it's time to start like just. I find better interest in energies when I'm meeting strangers, right? Witnesses, you know what I mean? It's just like that. But anyhow, it's been a marvelous build, man. I still got a lot of time on my hands. I see since that Q on the panel, we going in. I put torpedoes in the water. Justin sharpening swords.
Yeah, man. We've been going in. We're going in.
Justin is critical. He's fucking critical. You need critical people around you so you can know that you ain't on no white or high horse. Critical people make sure you understand some shit.
That's quality control.
Quality control, exactly. It lets you know if you're apologetic or not, man. This is some shit. Things are happening in each of our lives. If we can't parallel these things, then so be it. We still gotta save ourselves. We still gotta save ourselves. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. You know what I mean? Shit. But yeah, peace, love, and happiness, brothers.
No, go back to got goddamn. Got one right here I'm about to lay it down with, but you see. This is motherfucker that Georgia right here, but some of that Georgia shit right here got another. It's that goddamn Georgia shit right here. I don't know if you can see my knot on this motherfucker. I got the camera on.
See.
Oh, okay.
We see your avatar, yeah, you good.
Yeah. That Georgia shit over here, man. Just fucking with you. What the fuck y'all, Dojo, what the hell y'all got over there in California? I know I can't even compete with y'all over there in California. Where you at?
No, sir. I'm in Denver. I'm in Colorado. But I was, you know what I mean? Not here to stay. I'm doing both. So whatever market Denver or Colorado and California have to offer, that's what I'm trying to contribute. You know what I mean? What you working with? I see you rolled up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I mean,
already. Might make me roll up another.
I'm smoking like a motherfucker. I just ain't got no wraps or no papers. I know that's kind of like bogus. I'm smoking out this little piece of utensil.
I got two gauze right here.
My brother drink clear. I drink dark. You know what I mean? That's a war within itself, nigga. Clear versus dark.
I know the feeling. Like, man, God damn, bro.
That's for real. I was like, how the fuck that work? Shit. I'm like, shit.
Yo, man, it's Friday the 13th. Yo, this show been lit as a motherfucker, man.
Friday
we are hour in already. Everybody that's watching.
And it's a full moon. And it's a full moon too, ain't it?
It is.
Hell yeah.
It's a harvest moon.
Astrology is supporting the confidence of those who know the oneness of themselves, bro. It is. Right now, Friday the 13th full moon is happening. You know what I'm saying?
And that shows you are the universe, and it shows how you connected to the universe. You know what I mean?
It's like
my sun is a Virgo, my moon is a Libra. Y'all know y'all sun and moon?
Damn, he said some shit. I don't know none of that shit. I'm a nigga.
Yeah, I don't know that shit either.
Hey, niggas talk real smart. Niggas be talking real smart, but when you called up on your shit, that's why Justin on his shit. I'm telling you, you gotta watch it. You can saw that shit. Niggas start questioning some shit. You be like, like, okay, wait. Hey, but for real, no, I don't see. I was born on the 19th of February, right? So I'm like on the at 7/20, 26. So I'm like on the cusp of Pisces and Aquarius. So I'm like a hybrid, or what they call I don't know what the fuck they call it. You know what I mean? But I never got into that because of it was hard to prove it. You know what I'm saying? When I became a flat earther, right? I denounced everything, astrology, astronomy. I got rid of everything. Nigga, if your ass wasn't with nature, it wasn't, and that's where I am today. You know what I mean? And so, but so far where I'm at is that right? There's not a universe. There's some call it a universe. I'm considering it like a cocoon. You know what I mean? Like a placenta. Like on the inside of a placenta, you know what I'm saying? There's enough life that's inside the placenta, let alone the life that it's supplying life to. You know what I mean? You can do a lot. That's why fucking
like a cosmic egg.
Like a cosmic egg, exactly. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel. You know what I mean? That we've had more red moons within the last 2 years than within the last 1,000 years. We've had more eclipses in the last 2 years than we've had in these things are natural facts. You know what I mean? I'm not making this shit up. If I, you know what I mean, I can witness what we all have witnessed. If an eclipse happened, guess what happens? Those people that's inside the eclipse line, we all witness it. And so it makes it truth. But doesn't make it truth if I witnessed it and came back and told you about it. That's what I'm trying to point out. You know what I mean? Like for instance, here's the perfect analogy before we conclude. They say that when when Judas sold Jesus out, he sold Jesus out for 30 pieces of silver. And then he lost his mind because he kind of figured, like, you know, he witnessed when Jesus went down. I know it's fake, whatever, but check me out. And he noticed that when Jesus was captive, caught up and all that whatnot, right? Like Judas loses his mind and he runs off by himself. And while he's by himself, right? Excuse me. Before he's by himself, he throws the money, the 30 pieces, back to the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Like, here's your money. I fucked up. I want to reconcile. Here's your money. And he takes off, right? So according to scripture, when Judas takes off, Judas commits suicide. Who recorded the suicide of Judas to tell the story? You see what I'm saying? See, when there's one person that can tell the story, don't believe that shit, right? There, like it says, according to scripture, where there's 2 or 3 or more.
Because that person himself is not there.
How the fuck you gonna write? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he committed suicide, if he burnt off and committed suicide to himself, then did you burn off with him as a scribe writing this shit? Like, okay, this is what Judas did. How the fuck did you know?
How come we don't hear nothing of the writer? Yeah.
Hey, but guess what they gonna tell you? But guess what they gonna tell you though? Oh, God spoke through him in spirit and told him to write that down. You know what I'm saying?
Who? If Judas was the only one there who killed himself, who did God speak to write the script?
Just like in the beginning, just like in the beginning, they go ask how the hell, like in the beginning when they somebody
and the
write
script
about
wasn't written to 200 years after it had been a religion.
And wonder why we
in Genesis,
200 years to get a book.
When you read in Genesis, it's like somebody sitting down and telling a story.
Yeah,
exactly. You can't get past that.
Like somebody was sitting there with God, like God telling right now, hey man, this is what I did right here, dog. In the beginning, okay, Monday I did this, Tuesday I did this, Wednesday I did, oh, and Sunday, tell him I took a rest, man, cause I did all this work, dog. I'm tired of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. On one hand, lay it on down. Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn, and Job, him and the devil betting against each other. Okay, all right, I got you. I bet if you do this, Job, he go fold on your ass. Okay, goddamn, you look at it in the nigga sense, when you read the story, you know what I'm saying? You put 2 and 2 together in nigga sense, that's just what's going on. They making bets with each other on what the fuck they gonna do to Joe. Okay, I bet he go fold if you do this to him. You know, somebody, created an angel, you feel what I'm saying? You and devil, what kind of sense does that make? If you really just break stories down in the Bible and motherfuckers just sit here and go for this shit. Yeah, all they gotta do is just.
Do you just so I'm gonna always use the word if, because can't nobody prove it to us, right? So if there is the most highest of, if someone did create the heavens and earth and the people upon it and the creepy things that dwell, right? If heaven created all of this, if there's an entity that created this, right? Because even at the beginning of the Bible, all through the Bible, every godlike figure, right, did things like a man would do. It's real easy to see that, nigga, you ain't got it all. You know what I mean? So my point is that if in fact there is a most high that covers all of this, right? Do you believe that the Most High is all loving or all evil or both? A duality of both. Because there's brothers out there, right? They talk that electromagnetism shit and magnetism that. They be talking this crazy shit because of duality, because of polar effects. So I question niggas who be talking that wild shit, right? When it comes to the Most High, to the deity, I don't give a fuck what you believe, but do you honestly believe your God or whatever you believe or consider fact has a polar opposite? You know what I'm saying? And I ask that question because when it comes to me, I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? I just there's certain there's certain denominations in Christianity, right? They'll tell you that God is all loving, that there's nothing that shrouds or on the outside of the Most High. Everything's inside of the Most High. So that lets me know that even hell and even those people who dwell in hell, or the demons in hell, will still have to dwell inside God or inside the Most High. Everything would have to be inside, just like this fucking universe space shit. You say darkness is expanding and all these fucking suns and moons and all this shit, right? It's still happening inside darkness. So what is darkness inside to give us our peripheral, to give us our perception of it expanding? You can't say darkness is expanding if you can't prove that darkness is inside some shit. If something to expand is a duration, don't have me go in. I'm not foolish. What I'm saying is this though, right? Nothing is to be true. Nothing is to be trusted. So I love y'all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? And I can say that truthfully. This shit is crazy. But nothing is to be trusted, fool. Nothing.
Say
Nothing.
Dojo.
Sir.
You asking, you saying if God is good or evil, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm asking you to look at yourself. If you don't, you saying you don't know what's inside of you. Is it good?
All I know is as long as I breathe, I have something that a man can't create. Meaning that a miracle machine, which we call a human body, that breathes what we consider oxygen, but we can't prove what it is. All right, so that's obviously the breath of life does exist. And I got somebody asked me at work today about hate, right? I don't hate at all. I'm the same nigga when I wake up and everything else. But I can hate your ass. I can destroy you and hate you in the spontaneous moment. You can piss me off, and I'll try to I'll do my best to get rid of you right then and there, right? But I'll get over it. You see what I'm saying? It's still a human trait. Do we get over our hatred, right? There's a reason why Dojo can't even get over 100 subscribes. It doesn't mean I can't reach 100 people in my life. And please, you know what I mean? But people online who don't know me in the physical world, they fear the fact that I can hate you that quick, meaning that I can destroy you that quick. You know, I don't hate you now, but something can go wrong because you thought you were slick, and that's your ass. You're done that quick. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. And so when you ask me about God and the Most High, I'm like Squid said some shit, right? I'm not Percy Jackson, or I'm not Perseus. I'm that man God that even God himself or the Most High himself fear. You know what I mean? Like I'm that creation that he considered perfect. Really, because I will hate your ass like that, or I can love you forever. That's how I see it. You know what I mean? I'll never hate you forever, but I'll hate you on the fly. Your ass is done. Nigga, you're done. You see what I'm saying? That quick. And I'll get over it. I might cry, mourn, throw up. You might whoop my ass. I might retaliate, whatever the case may be. But the hate will end. Hate, there's an end to hate. There's no end to love. See what I'm saying? Here's the floor.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Like you said, everybody feel different about that shit too, though. So you got some niggas who hate never ends. Like some niggas be forever for real type shit.
For real, because
that does exist.
Because of pride. Because of pride, bro. I've known.
That's all it is.
It's all pride. I've known pretty boy little niggas, right? Pretty boy niggas come around the OGs or whatnot, and they don't belong there. And nigga got knocked out over a fire, or around a barbecue pit. He come back and killed the nigga. He got little 17, he shot the nigga through the hand, killed the OG. I can tell you numerous of stories, but not to be cool and brave, but to tell you that I've experienced this shit like without the book. So when you bring whether an elder or a youngster, a scholar or a wise man to me, right? And he's knowledgeable because of a book, right? He can't fuck with me. He can't. That's why I can understand all of you. It's because
so that's God right there, fam. Like you said it. Like what you put out, you get back, bro. That's just point blank period.
And the only thing you
can't stop
the giving spirit, fool. There's your third one. There's your third one. You have your shame, you have your curiosity, and you have your giving. Only what you give in life, fool. You don't even got. I don't even have to ask you what have you given in your entire life, fool. What you know wholeheartedly you've undid for people and gave to people. That's what you accounted for. You know what I mean? Spirits. That's what you accounted for. You're supposed to a sure giver cover a multitude of sins.
Out, bro. You got your camera on. We can hear you breaking up.
All right, look. This is how I took it, right? Whether through scripture or not, right? It said that a sure giver, like you gave without even thinking about it. A sure giver will cover a multitudes of sin. So how prominent is sin if I can, you know what I mean? If I can just be a kind-hearted person and say, here, if you're, I can still help people in their struggle. That's why kings were able to kill a lot of motherfuckers. It's bullshit. It is. It is. See, it's all man-made. It's man-made to get us to convince us, bro. It's to convince your ass. And that's
all you talking about the Bible, right? Like
I'm talking about every scripture, man, anything man has touched. I'm talking
about it's just the like I was talking to Huey about that shit earlier. Like a Christian, bro, like you really can't trust them because at the end of the day, they believe that they can do anything. They can kill you and ask for forgiveness. You feel me?
The reason so like is because they feel that faith works.
Like they think it's okay. They can do anything they want to ask for forgiveness, bro. Like there's no accountability. There's no accountability, bro. Like that's like the worst shit ever, bro.
My number one argument against Christians when it comes to the Bible, because they all seem to believe that this Bible is like the truth, the one book where everything is 100% true and you got to believe it. So I break it down to them. Give me a second. I got to cough real quick.
Go ahead, brother. You good?
I break it down to them like this. The God of the Bible is supposed to be a perfect, all loving, infinite God, correct? And they'll say, yeah. And then I'll say, but men wrote the Bible, and according to your doctrine, the men were channeling God or whatever when they wrote this perfect book, correct? And then they'll say, yeah. And then I'll say, but are men perfect? And then they'll say, of course not. So then I'll say, how can imperfect men write a book interpreting a perfect God? You're saying that they got perfection from imperfection, which is illogical.
Yeah, exactly. There's a million ways to look at that shit. Yeah. That's just one of them.
That's the simplest one that's the one that they could never respond to.
Yeah, there's no response to that shit.
And that's no offense to those people. I mean, because it's like I mentioned in the early live stream that for me it's really hard to say point a finger at a like if I point a finger at Christianity, and I'm pointing a finger at everything that falls under the umbrella, every denomination of Christianity, and that makes me feel a certain way. Like for instance, I mean, there's just certain people who are dying. People are dying in these beliefs and these in the faith to these churches and these denominations. We have people dying faithfully to these denominations. So here's another topic, and here's another question. Do you believe that?
That's why nothing else matters, like health and shit, and like finding out the truth. Like finding out the truth and health and all that type of shit doesn't matter, bro. When you just pray to Jesus to help it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Only to that generation. If you talk to somebody right now that's 60, just 65 and up, even 55 and up, right? Their answers to what somebody who 32 and 35 and up will be totally different. This is what they consider, in science, right? They call it life expectancy. Life expectancy. The reason why they call it life expectancy and not death is because life expectancy is is based on your experiences. Everybody who lives in a different time frame, which is a different generation at this point, right? Those generations, they are engulfed with that certain doctrination. Whatever beast is out there that is fucking with all of us, right? It knows to alter the time frame by altering it through the generations. I can talk to somebody at 65 and say this is permitted morally, right? And at 65, they're like, forbade you. Right? There's people at my job that look at us, I'm in Denver. They look at us like, who smoke marijuana? They look at us like we're damned to hell. But they're over 60. They've been indoctrinated with that literature or that linguistics at that experience at that moment. You know what I mean? It's not like how it is today. That's why we have Generation X, the millennials. We have all these different type of. That's why when elders come out and elders be telling me, because I'm 42, and when the elder come to me, right, I'm ready to tell the elder, you know what I'm saying? Look, I respect elders just enough to where I can walk away, because I tell an elder just like I tell a 15-year-old, because I'm in the middle. I'm that generation in the middle of both y'all. And so the way I see it is this: it's like shit has changed so much. This elder don't even know what Google is, and think that weed is of the devil. But yet my generation, it's just each generation is indoctrinated to a certain degree. It's called life expectancy, bro. For real. You can't convince a motherfucker that Jesus don't exist. You can talk to you blue in the face. We can sit here and kumbaya all we want, but you ain't fit to convince none of our grandmas who has been convinced that Jesus will save her, whether she's passed on or not, right? You can't convince her different. She is already indoctrinated, bro. So the question is this.
Right.
It's the blasphemy, dog.
It's blasphemy because we overstand it now. It's not blasphemy. Do you think that our ancestors?
It's not blasphemy.
No, that's the reason though. Like, you know, they say
that's
like
what they'll say.
blasphemy.
Yeah, it's blasphemy. Yeah.
It's like that's the only sin you can't be forgiven for. So listen, like you can't even question that God don't exist or Jesus don't exist. You can't even question that, or you damn to hell.
No, we've at this point.
But the thing is, everybody done did that shit. So
nah, man, we all haven't done that. Because even Brother Sanchez, nigga, if you think if I'm lying, I'm dying, or we can rush this panel when he on. Even Sanchez has never even denounced or disrespected the spirit of Christ. We've all disrespected Jesus. We've all disrespected Zeus. We've all disrespected Allah. I have yet to hear a nigga say, you know what I mean, disrespect Christ. Like the spirit, there's a essence of energy that nobody is brave enough to even speak on. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to find a nigga who is. You know, I'm not trying to find, but
that's talking to Christ consciousness. That's different from Jesus though. Like
it's very different. Jesus is the story.
I know about that.
Jesus is the counterfeit.
I rock with that shit.
Yeah. Jesus is like the counterfeit of your own Christ consciousness. Because like Sanchez said, you know, the root word of Messiah is me. And any situation you find yourself in, ain't no sky guy gonna come down and save you and get you out of it. You got to get yourself out of there. So you are your savior.
Get yourself out of what though?
I'm just talking about any situation in general where somebody would
situations, right. If we analyze, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday when Cook was speaking with the elder and Knowledge did that segment, right? The elder he was able to say stories that was similar to what Cook had experienced.
Where they can relate. Yeah.
Where they can relate. Niggas need to stop arguing and start really realizing that we all don't know nothing. We all don't know the truth.
And that was a good ass panel, yo. That was a good ass panel.
It was a fire ass panel because even before you went live, Knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, Elder was at me, nigga. Elder was at me. Right when I asked, Elder was saying that I'm here to learn. I'm here to listen. I'm here to learn, here to listen. But as soon as I start speaking, that nigga's ready to cut me off, bro. He wouldn't even let me speak. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna say nothing because he's an elder. This is my point when I speak about life expectancy. That a person in a certain generation, he ain't even willing to sit at the table with people equal to his caliber because he already think he know it all. And I don't mean that disrespect to your boy, but I mean that as in certain elders. Like if my grandma or my grandpa was here, they wouldn't listen to none of us because they already think they know it all. You know what I mean? I'm here because I want to learn from y'all niggas. And if that means I gotta ignore you to learn, then I'll learn from that. You see what I'm saying?
Hey man, I'm gonna get with y'all, man. Another time, man. I got to lay it down, but I gotta get up early in the morning.
All right, brother.
Peace.
All right, Justin.
Yeah.
Nigga, I know I'm rambling. It's Friday and I'm talking fast.
Yeah, me too, man. Hey, it's lit.
Nah, nigga, you going in, bro. You going in, Dojo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Y'all brothers are like some shit. This is the I ain't even gonna sit here and say this is the truth. I don't know what it is. And by me saying I don't know, y'all thinking this nigga confused. And some of us unlearned that confusion is from the devil. See what I'm saying? You see all this shit. It's just all this shit. This is where I'm at. I'm with you know.
But that's the God though. There's you though. The God and the devil, bro.
Yeah.
They on your shoulder, bro.
He said they on your soul, bro.
They on your shoulders. They on your left and your right shoulder, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, like your conscience. Yeah, like your conscience.
You feel
me? Prodigy. Y'all remember
shoulder.
Y'all remember Prodigy said that shit too. He was like, what they call the God energy is just an energy, and it could be used for good or it could be used for evil. Some people choose to use it for good. Some people choose to use it for evil. But it's all within. It's in all of us. It's in everything.
Give up that power.
Yeah,
and it's a tug. It's like it's what the brother be saying. The magnetism. That whether that energy coming from whether if we want to put positive and negative on the energy or whatnot, a good and evil, angel and devil on each end, right? Something gives us a tug. Like it's like it's crazy. It's because it's the way they describe it in the Bible, right? Like most of us, when like even the most kindest man, other than what they call Jesus, right? When we get mad, right? Our face begins to frown, our nose turn up. We like, nigga, fuck you, right? We get this look, right? But in according to scripture, they say that every time a man is
your
mad,
body temperature actually rises too.
But not only the body temperature, they say that there's a spirit on your back that's riding you like a wild animal. This is where that
you gotta get control of that bitch.
Exactly. That's why when you get mad and you start frowning, like looking ugly, right? It says that there's a spirit on your back pulling the reins. If you a good man, when they pull the reins and your face flinch up, right? The reins are being pulled by whatever spirit is riding you. And if you resist that, if you resist with that pull of that rein coming from evil and learn to calm your ass down, right? This is the connection between the spirit world and the real world. They say that even through anger, right? We have this energy that is trying to prevent us from. I don't even want to use the word prevent because it's making me trying to lure you just to believe something. But there's
trying to hinder.
Anger.
It's just this energy, bro. Energy works in crazy ways. It does. It really does, bro. And there is no real leader. I've seen people who proclaim to be just the closest to the living God, and they've fallen. Everybody has fallen. There's nothing to believe or there's no truth. It's like, why even argue over it? That shit don't exist. You know what I mean? That's another concept that got us in with curiosity. Like I said, shame and curiosity are the biggest things that hinders all humans. You know what I'm saying? Because everything falls under those umbrellas. Simple as that. We shame ourselves for everything.
Yeah, you just gotta find your own truth, dog.
You gotta find your own truth. You gotta make your own morals. You know, Hugh was talking about a couple live streams back. Hugh was talking about him and Nikki C was really expounding on a subject that brought justification to pedophilia. If you really stop and think about it, this is the reason why I'm not on a lot of panels, because it's like I'm gonna question the thing. But if right and left, good and evil, and if all is all, right, then everything is excused. If there's no sin, if there's no suffering, if everything is excused, even the whole pedophilia talk, even the whole evil, it's just crazy shit. This is what I'm saying, that there's more energy.
I mean, yeah, the thing is, how you talking about ain't no good and evil. Yeah, what y'all talking about today? The thing is, everybody got to for the own.
To me, in my belief, you know what I mean, because I can't prove anything past taking, you know what I mean, explaining my belief. I can't go no further. To me, I feel like morality is man-made. Morality is man-made. Heaven is man-made. Hell is man-made. Devil, God, Most High, everything is man-made. Everything is man-made. And I decide to say through my morale, you know, what I decide. Maybe I'm stubborn like that, but then I'll learn in my end. But in my end is where my judgment be. Not because any of y'all niggas done told me some shit. Because I've unfaced that fire. You know what I mean? I'm gonna face the fire before I decide to be submissive. I don't know about y'all niggas, but I'll prefer to burn, nigga.
Facts.
I prefer to drag y'all niggas with me. Nigga, I'm gonna burn first, nigga, because I'm not supposed to just sit here and start believing in some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna catch me with my pants down, no homo. But for real though, everybody on some
breaking the word down. You be live.
For real,
it's telling you what it is. You be live in. Don't believe nothing, man. Shit, know what you gonna know, bro. Don't believe shit, bro.
That's real. Who's to say that my wife's grandma died yesterday night, bro? You know what I mean? And she was a very spiritual woman. She would always, like, you know what I mean? She would conjure. And when I mean by conjure, I don't mean, you know what I mean, start getting fucking chicken bones and strawberries and chicken feces. I don't mean that conjure. I mean, like, what I mean by the nature spirits, I mean that she would just sit back and just listen, and she would allow the spirit world to find a harmony around her. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to use the word harmony because a nigga be like, nigga, the word harmony is harm. Harm is this, arm. Harm and arm is this, arm and harm. Nigga, get off that shit. Get off. Get off trying to prove me wrong with everything that's fake. You know what I'm saying? You can't prove fake with fake. It's all fake. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that exists that I can say that I share with y'all brothers is laughter. You know what I'm saying? I can either hate you or I can laugh with you. But I'm gonna be real. My girl's grandma, right? She was very spiritual, bro. She was really spiritual, and she was like, while she was passing away, you know what I'm saying? She had her hospice care or whatnot. She was explaining everything, you know. Some of y'all got to start realizing, you know what I mean? Yeah, for real. Look at these death stories. Your death stories are way more prominent than scripture. You know what I mean? And she was saying so much stuff, bro. Like these people, like she was saying, this energy was like telling her to come on, right? And she was trying to let go of her body. And like I say in science, like right before you die, right, your body would get this jolt of energy, and it seemed like you start to recover. but it's just that last little jolt right before your ass passed away. You know what I mean? And so she got that jolt, and then after that jolt, she started like not wanting to eat. She even turned her head away from the water. This is my point. Now, even the elements didn't even matter upon death. Even the water didn't mean nothing. You see what I'm saying? This is the point of tonight, is that nothing means nothing. So if a nigga want that smoke, nigga, bring that nigga to fire. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because nothing gonna be nothing. And she was saying so much stuff, bro. She was she was just saying so much. And she's indoctrinated. She was saying that, oh, Jesus is calling her with the angels and whoopie whoop. And my grandma, you know what I mean, peace be upon her soul. When she was dying, she was saying that, you know, that the God of Mormonism was getting her. And my grandma, who died on my daddy's side, she said Jehovah was coming for her. You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, upon our deathbeds, we will know the truth. You know what I'm saying? So let's just laugh this shit out. Let's tilt the glass. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Because on the death, I don't give a fuck if you speak 5 languages. I don't care, fool. I'm gonna smoke the Swedish Chiva. I'm gonna smoke this cannabis. I'm gonna laugh, fool, and I'm gonna marry and die, fool. Yeah, I'm not even gonna die, fool. I'm just gonna transfigure to a new plane. And who's to say I'm gonna be born again? There's so much shit going on right now. Is that, nigga, I want to die with nothing on earth. I don't need this earth shit. That's my nightly rant. I'm done. I know Squid gonna answer. I just want to make this shit exciting. I want to laugh, smoke with y'all niggas.
Man, this shit lit. I'm loving it.
It was fun.
Yo, hey, Dojo, let me say something real quick. What's going on?
Peace,
Cook.
What's
up, Nam?
What up, bro?
What's up, bro? What's up, everybody on the panel?
What's going on?
I'm live with you, Dojo, okay?
And I'm trying to get my samples out to y'all. Y'all think I'm bullshitting. Y'all gotta understand the thing about your boy. Let me cut my shit on, but I know it stutters when I cut this on.
No, you good, bro. I got my wire connected. You good. I got my wire connected to my PC.
Hey, I can honestly say this, and this goes for every human being, you know what I'm saying? When a person used the sweat of his brow, or when a person puts forth his art and his love to do something, you know, we all got to be patient until that person say, here is my masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm up against so much different shit that, and I'm only one person. It's kind of like how the vloggers talk, like on these vlogs, right? People will order all this merch, and people be like, man, it's been 3 weeks. I ain't got my shit. I'm just trying to get my shit. I'm just trying to stay great. You know what I mean? So packages is coming, and I don't know no scary shit. You know what I mean? If y'all want to look, this marijuana shit, I'm being attacked too, bro. I'm being attacked because it's like you have this what they call recreational, and motherfuckers just want to smoke weed. Niggas don't give a fuck about what the name is, how good it is, and whatnot. But a person like myself, in order for me to sustain myself without being on a plantation or feeling like I'm being slaved, because the only contract we must rip up is the application. Once you start to learn to live off the fruits of your labor, this shit's difficult, man. And I'm gonna send these little sample packs or whatnot. But when it comes to the tree and what I can do factually, because I can do this shit with my hands and the sweat of my commitment, right? Y'all can't hold me accountable unless you sat there through all the hard times, unless you got kicked out, took a backpack, flew to a different state, and with that backpack and less than $100, nigga, came to where I'm at. This is fruition talking. This is what I mean by hard work. Some of us work hard. I don't care about y'all niggas talking about, nigga, the money is an entrapment. It is, nigga, and it got me trapped. So I'm telling you is that I'm not gonna suffer for shit, because this is all of our playgrounds. And so when it comes to growing marijuana, I'm gonna grow it. I'm gonna smoke freely. I'm gonna live peacefully. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I can say to the brothers, man.
Hey, you better try to do that, man. For real.
I'm gonna see what I can send out, man. Y'all gotta understand, man. I'm dealing with a lot of shit. But the reason why I came out here to Denver, man, I came out here on a clean slate. I was dealing with cartels and shit. Y'all niggas ain't understanding a lot of shit, fool. I had cartel. I didn't have cartel on my helmet, but I'm at the table with a cartel, because there's so many different ones. And if you can do something wrong one time, right? Hey, do y'all see the videos that's going viral? Y'all
yeah. I seen that one where they shot up there.
Nah, fuck that. Did you see the one with the dude that they had, and they had his legs fucking suspended open like this, and they had the pit bull eating out his dick and balls and eating his crotch out? The cartel had his legs open like this. Did you see the one where the other cartel took the 15-year-old boy to the fucking wilderness school? and did his ass. And see, y'all niggas talking about real life shit. These motherfuckers record real life shit.
Yeah.
And it's so traumatizing that even if I shared you the video, because I got the video, and I don't even watch it. I watched it once, and it's been in my head the entire time. That's how. It's
like watching Faces of Death for the first time.
Exactly, fool. And let me explain something.
And Faces of Death. Woo.
When the dude legs was roped off, and they had his legs pinned open, and the pit bull was eating out his dick and balls, just eating out his crotch, right? The pit bull even knew it was doing wrong. The dog wasn't aggressive. The dog wasn't vicious. It wasn't like, it wasn't doing that. It was sitting there dining on this nigga's dick. It was dining, pause, bro. But it was sitting there, just yanking and just pulling meat and intestines. He was just, the dog, it's so much shit, bro. It's so evil. That nigga, I don't even know what evil is. So when you ask me what good and evil is, I really don't even know. But these cartels do certain things, and you know, my Mexican homies, right? My essays and shit, they be like, "What would you do, Dojo? What would you?" And I'll be like, "Nigga, that'll pop me, because I wouldn't have allowed a nigga to walk the plank. I wouldn't have gotten in the car with the fucking sleeping bag, and you know what I mean, went all the way to the point where I wouldn't have went that far. I'd have done something to where a nigga would have been like, pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Only a coward will allow himself to go all the way to the fucking end.
And to cry and say, "Don't shoot me."
Hey, I'm not gonna let you fucking torture me, bro. They torturing people, man. America's good. In Mexico, they do people very, very bad, bro. You think this internet shit? You see how we get into these disputes on the internet? If we was all in Mexico doing this, half y'all niggas would be hung the fuck up and dead by now. The cartel would have got your fucking ass. That's how it is. It's just different on different planes, bro. You know what I mean? I just want to make it. We spoiled, man. This internet shit got us spoiled. So a nigga can talk some wild Rambo shit on this internet. You know what I mean?
They do.
Right.
It makes it like, man, what the hell this nigga just say? You know what I mean? You can't believe your ears, you know? That's how it is nowadays.
I've been laughing for the last month and a half, bro.
Yo, and I'm like, damn, where all this energy come from? Because we had something going, something good, and then it's like you say, Dojo, these new motherfuckers come and goddamn, like they be on some masquerade shit, act one way, but then do another, you know?
It's gonna always be like that. We ain't gonna, you know what I mean? We gonna get along periodically. That's just the truth. Periodically we'll get along, but there's gonna be occasions, just like spring and fall. We all can understand summer and winter, but when it comes to spring and fall, niggas get confused as fuck. Like, okay, what does this really mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's like for real. Spring and fall makes summer and winter. Summer and winter ain't shit without spring and fall. Nothing is nothing without that transition. I'm saying we need that transition. This is what it is. But if y'all want to have fun, we can have some fun. We can, you know what I mean? It's still sharp as steel, man. I don't give a shit, boy.
That's what we do.
Absolutely.
We can have some fun. You know, Rachel, Rachel. She said, "My name is Rachel." She said, "My name is Rachel." When you said that shit the other night on the thing, the elder was like, Elder was like, "Who I'm talking to?" Elder was like, "See, y'all don't think I'll be listening. I listen to every fucking thing, bro. I listen to all your shit. I listen to Red Squish. I listen to every fucking. I listen to it to listen." I mean, Rachel, the elder was like, "Who must be?" She said, "Rachel." He was like, Rachel. I was like, "Oh."
It's no.
It was like, y'all still on the call? Who all on here?
Yeah.
Dojo.
Yes, ma'am.
No, dear. It's Larai Ryu.
Larayu. That's how you say that shit?
Yes, Larai Ryu.
Larai Ryu.
Yes.
See? Beautiful. That is you crazy. Let's be other bracket now. But man. I hope I talked up tonight. But yeah, man, that's that Hennessy.
I love this, man. Hey, I gotta add some people in the chat as
It was
moderators.
$13.99. You see that right there? I took that to the face. This live stream is dedicated to the makers of Hennessy. They need a sponsoring nigga because I can be, to be real though, I'm gonna get some sponsors in the tree and shit. Hey, we so powerful though, but we naive, bro. If niggas want to get rich off this shit, because HOTC is a collaborative effort. You know what I'm saying?
It is, bro.
Man, if you watch vlogging and shit, I be trying to give niggas these jewels and shit. Niggas want to be all, you know what I'm saying? Fucking sidewalk.
And I be trying to stay in it, and I be trying. That's why I do different types of videos.
Hennessy to tap in, nigga. I'm about to get Hennessy. You owe me some money because I dropped some jewels on this pint, on this little half pint. Right, I drunk that shit to the face, nigga. And I can walk a straight line and say my ABCs backwards. Fuck with blood, for real. I can do all that. You know what I mean? I ain't nothing new to this, nigga. Saying I ain't wet behind the ears, youngin. I ain't wet behind the ears. Some of us deserve respect. You know what's up, knowledge. You know what's up. Yeah. We deserve respect. We done been through some shit. We done lost aunties and uncles. I got more dead people waiting for me than people alive that love me. Nigga,
damn right.
I fucking sink in. So I ain't fearing none of this.
Shit ain't the same no more, man.
It's not the same no more, bro. It's not. It really isn't, nigga. Bro.
That's why that's why I look at things differently as I looked at things if I was 18 and 19, because like you said, man, I lost so many people and things that happen. You know,
it's just to know that I can that death is just a man-made concept too. It's a structure. Yeah. Death is a structure. It's a mental structure. It got us believing that we were born and we died. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy shit, but man, it's like fuck, bro. What do we call it when we didn't know that they died? Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
The first death of the Bible. Who's the first dead motherfucker in the Bible? Who's the first death? Just to enlighten the conversation. Who was the first person died? You see what I'm saying? People didn't follow death. Science followed death. The science teaches things like S&Ps and horizontal gene transfers and shit like this. Shit that we can guess on. And if we guess enough and it comes correct, right? We can say it's correct. Hugh was talking about the difference between righteous and correctness.
Mm-hmm.
Factor, because there's an energy. The energy has no linguistic to it. These words is spellbounding, bro. It's spellbound, It's the spellbound.
Words are spells because words put you in your emotions. It gives you a certain thought and all them things of that nature.
All of that. That's the reason why I didn't. That's the reason why I didn't attack Squid as at the beginning. You'd have thought, man, Dojo gonna get on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get on that nigga because it's like everybody deserves to listen, fool.
Yeah. So and see, that's what I did. That's why I said 2 weeks, man. I listened, but I know like.
You put language on it. When you said 2 weeks, that nigga said, you know what I mean? He had a chance to make parables and all the other shit. It's funny. I'm sitting back laughing. I'm not laughing at you, my nigga.
Yeah.
But I'm laughing at the fact that he got to the point where this is, and if he can do that shit on the fly, then nigga, he needs to become a comedian because he's funny, bro.
Yeah.
It's just real funny.
I mean, that's what it was. That's why I said it was very whimsical, all of them.
But it can take us, bro, because I'm gonna be real. I mean, if a nigga was really, if I was really, you know what I mean? We could have attacked that nigga. We could have used all our platforms. We could think of some crazy shit to do for YouTube. Because fuck you, you know what I mean? If I get pissed off with this technology, fool, I'll do some wild shit on here. Y'all know that. You know what I mean? I'm crazy shit. I'll do some crazy shit. hey, Red Squid knows some shit, bro. He knows that this technology is the technology within itself that is the parasitical aspect to our spirits. You know what I mean? Bro, I can use this technology and do some fucking shit, bro. It's so crazy, right?
So then it goes to it's all how you use it then.
It is, bro. It's just like this. I came from the organized crime world. You know what I mean? When I was in my 20s, I was into like identity theft, right? And I was so good at doing paperwork for identity theft, right? Because identity theft, you have to build profiles. You have to be able to like, you know what I mean? It got to the point where if I wanted you whacked, you know what I mean? If I wanted you smutted, whatnot, I can do it through paperwork. You can't convince me that I can't make snitch. I could put a snitch jacket on your ass right now. You can be like, I never snitched, because technology, printers and scanners and Adobe gives me the power to convince motherfuckers that you a rat or convince motherfuckers that you ain't down through paperwork. It's the same thing when it comes with knowledge.
An influence. It's an influence. It's supposed to influence.
And organized crime.
I guess that's the fourth word right there, Dojo. Influence.
It's a very big. It's what they call But basically, we got to use that discernment. If you ain't strong in discernment,
so influence causes something to what? Especially when you try to do a strong influence, superimpose.
Hey, maybe I've been superimposing this whole live stream.
No, you haven't, bro. You're just expressing your sentiments deeply. That's all.
But influence is a big factor, man.
Yeah.
This technology is so dangerous that if we all collaborated together, it's just like how in India. In India, you can be a millionaire in India, commit a crime in public. I can be a Hindu man in India and be a millionaire, and I can shoot you in your face in front of everybody. And when you die, and then when the cops come, right, my money can allow me to say he did it or that person did it.
Yeah.
And the witnesses don't even matter because I'm rich. You see what I'm saying? That's what technology has given us when it comes to this bullshit over in America. Technology, I can schmut your ass. You see what I'm saying? You know, and don't let a big wig do it. You know, one of these super subbers. Can you imagine if Sanchez did an entire stream about you, just about you?
Oh yeah.
Your ass can't even come to YouTube, and he ain't even Mr. YouTube. Who the fuck is Mr. YouTube?
Well, now, if he ever did something like that, I'll go hard.
He won't do nothing
even
like
if
that,
he just mentioned my name in a way I felt disrespectful. That's why I did that with Red. I sit back, I jot down everything Sanchez said, and then I throw all that shit back at him. I challenge his own shit he just was talking about. Like that will be my counteract. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing to challenge, man. There's really nothing to challenge at all.
But you know what's crazy about Squid?
But I'm just saying if, you know what I mean, just speaking in general.
He gonna wake up at 5 a.m. and hear this, and he gonna have some shit with my name and everybody's name. And I'm
but guess what though?
You ain't lying though.
But guess what though?
He about to drop another video tonight. I already know. They're gonna wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, drop another video.
Hey, but don't step into a bear trap, nigga, when I'm kicking bare facts. I'm telling you, bro. Dojo won't say nothing unless, hey.
Red Squid, don't do it. Don't do it, man. You messing with the HOTC, bro. You don't need no report cards around here, man.
Come to the sensei realm. Bring your senses, blood. Come into the sensei realm. I'm about to work your ass like a real blood.
Guess whose name you gonna mention the most though?
I'm just fucking around, Squid. Hey, but for real though, hey, if we bring this shit to the highest caliber, we just might perform a miracle, homie. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga gonna mention my name the most though.
Yeah, he been mentioning your name every video you do, man.
If you listen to him,
you good. You in the healing process. You ain't got nothing to worry about. It's the people he hasn't mentioned yet. It's the people he have not mentioned. Squid is intelligent.
I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Hey, me and Huey ready. We'll give you that work, Nick. Hey, who wants that work?
The person he don't want the work from is me. That's why he mentioned my name, because he's still hurt from when I beat his ass online.
He mentioned root name a lot. He was calling y'all my cheerleaders. That's what he was saying. Y'all he was on us meatballs.
If you listen to the stream, you'll see that nigga mention my name the most. He mentioned illustrious cook name the most.
He did say the name a lot, man.
I'm the one that he really scared of.
I don't know if it's through fear. That nigga calling
I'm telling you, I'm the one that he really scared of. Because he know he can't step into my realm at all.
Well, okay. I'm not speaking for Squid, but I'm speaking as a moderator. What realm is that? Squid is about content. You know what I'm saying? Are you clever? Are you artistic enough to be creative with your content to say, all right, Squid, put the argument and the yelling to the side. Not fuck all that pussy nigga shit. Fuck all that, right?
No.
When you say step into my realm, like if he entered the dojo, he gonna get some. He gonna get some work. He gonna get knowledge. So if you say Squid comes into your realm, right, and we set up a nice good debate, we'll give y'all 5 days. And some of us brothers will promote y'all shit just for the fun of it.
Damn right.
I don't need nothing.
Discussing what realm? All right, let's do a mock trial. I'm right here right now, and I'm in your realm. What can you say that can make me feel any different? Say for instance,
that night when we was on the phone, I was in Alabama. It was we had that open panel, and he said that Freemasonry originated in China.
Okay.
He said that they were the ones that did it. So I challenged that doctrine. I said, okay, well, tell me how it originated there. Now you know what he did? He fucked up the whole stream. He played mute. He put his speaker, he put his earphone.
He influenced. I get you.
By the speaker and played music and fucked the whole thing go. So we couldn't even talk. You know why he did that? I'm gonna tell you why he did that. Because he knew he couldn't fuck with me. He don't know nothing about Freemasonry. So he tried to challenge me on it. And I'm like, bro, I tell you what, you tell me what you know, and I'm gonna tell you what I know. Vicky asked the nigga a question, he couldn't answer it. When I got ready to answer it, that's when he put the music on. So what I did was I waited until the next time we came on. Then I answered the question that she asked. I answered it. And I know he listened to all these lies. He listened to them.
I listen to him. If I'm listening, he listening.
That's
hey, it don't even matter. But this is the concept of the Ken and Raul.
So if y'all set up a panel, I don't need 5 days. I don't even need 5 minutes.
Hey, don't say what you don't need, brother.
I'm telling you what I don't need. I've been in this shit for 20 years. So if he want to step into this realm of Freemasonry, he can step over here. And I guarantee you, I won't even get a nigga 10 minutes.
I take a fade, nigga. I'm telling you, bro. Listen to this. This is how mentally distraught Dojo is, right? Brandon David, which is denounced by half of these brothers on some other shit, right? He's the one who, what I consider initiated, you know what I mean? Me into HOTC, even though I know it's me just standing on my own. Like, you know, like Sean, right? Sean will make it seem like there is no initiates. Bullshit, right? This is what I mean. Okay, so Brandon got me on this level, okay? Even though I got to get on my own level, right? And then you got, damn it, Josh. And out of everybody I've known out of all 2 years, right? Josh and I agree on damn near 100% of what we discuss, right? And then half of y'all don't even like Josh, and Josh hate all y'all. You know what I mean? And so it's like, you see, I'm in the middle of all of this, but it's in the middle of the eye of a hurricane. This is where the peace is. You gonna have to figure this shit out, bro, because I'm gonna be real. A lot of niggas is calling Masons out to the forefront, and if you feel that you're knowledgeable to defend Masonry, you gotta come off them secrets, blood. You're gonna have to come off with secrets. If there's no secrets, then your ass is already whooped. Then we know what you know. Then what good is Masonry? If I know what you know, there's no secrets. Then what good is Masonry?
The difference is the code. That's the only difference. Yeah, there's a certain.
Well, it's like an oath then.
Oath.
It's in the oath. There's a certain code that's in the oath that, like I explained this one time on Huey panel, and I told Huey, I said, bro, there's two sides of Masonry. You got the community side, and you got.
Hey, no, you know what? I gotta interrupt you, and I apologize. I apologize. The reason we're being is because the more we discuss it, the more weak it becomes. Let's do it this way. If Squid is listening and cooking, you with it, right? Freemason versus the deity. Simple as that. Y'all niggas get y'all shit together. Bring your ass. Nigga, go in now. And if you cook Squid, nigga, you work your way into the dojo, nigga, because this is where the nature spirits are.
Cook his ass now. Calamari.
Bring it. Y'all, you figure out how much time, you figure out what day. It's the same thing as MMA. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass whooped respectfully. I'm gonna respectfully whoop your ass. That's how I see it inside the dojo. That's why there's senseis and ninjas in here.
I got my own business. I can set my own time, my own hours.
No, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. But if because I believe in you. I do. I can't say that you speak truth, but I believe.
But see, that's only if he's willing to accept the debate. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look,
I got a feeling he won't even run with it.
I don't think he will either because he's scared. That's why
he rather go on a rant. He rather watch my video or watch one of our videos, and then he'll do a video going off what he just watched, because that's what he did this morning.
Knowledge.
That just proves that he did some shit on the fly, man. The reason why I mentioned, the reason why I'm dropping names and shit is because I sat back and just listened to a lot of brothers.
And I know, Dojo, and I know you was like, whoa, what the hell?
I'm like, what the hell, bro? I didn't even know that, you know what I'm saying? To me, I mean, y'all can say what you want, fool. This old HOTC shit, nigga, you get hit for it. You know what I'm saying? And the way I see it is that even back when Brandon found me astray. For I was all scarred. I was beat up on the battlefield. I just didn't die. Big Dreads and Sanchez jumped me, my nigga. Y'all niggas need to understand some shit. Y'all niggas need to get on some real shit. I got jumped by some of the big niggas. You know what I'm saying? Dreads and Sanchez jumped me at the same time on this motherfucker, and I was just beat the fuck up and left deserted, nigga. Brandon found me, nigga, like on some Gabriel shit. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like y'all can say whatever you want to say, right? Thinking of me, but don't say my name because you's a bitch like that. That's what it is. Y'all niggas know you want to say my name, right? But the point is this: what caused me to gain the experience through HOTC is the people I respect, and I respect Josh. I respect y'all niggas, and I for damn sure respect my OG Brandon. I don't give a fuck what he uninitiated himself into. I don't care. I don't care if Brandon's a Mason. I don't give a damn. I don't give a care. Hey, Brandon, he can. I don't give a fuck what he is. If Brandon falls today to some weak shit, nigga, I didn't fall to it, but he still brought me on. Y'all niggas need to wake up to some structure shit, bro. Y'all need to understand
who is Brandon.
If you don't know who Brandon David is, nigga, you don't know who HOTC is, fool. You know what I mean? Some say it came from
I don't know.
Some of y'all say Brandon David, fool. Brandon is one. He's my Gabriel. He found me astray, nigga. I didn't give a fuck no more, fool. These big super sobers jumped on my ass, nigga, because they knew. Don't let this nigga get up. It wasn't the cyborgs. It wasn't the box. Nothing kept me down but niggas. Niggas is what makes me prevent me from getting up, and the bitches know that, nigga. That's right, I said bitches. I didn't say queens or goddesses, nigga. I don't give a fuck, bro. The bitches is influenced by y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's why Pac was like, nigga, influence the bitches and you'll have the world, fool. Influence the women, you'll have the world. But y'all niggas influence these bitches to think Dojo was something other alternative, nigga. Do what you want, fool. This is that YouTube shit, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, nigga. We slacking. I'm slacking, nigga. I'm just speaking my facts. My facts, nigga. It can be a belief to y'all, but I'm gonna be real, fool. On some occasions, nigga, Squid is telling the motherfucking truth. Squid got a nigga like, nigga, do your push-ups. He got a nigga wanting a program. He got you wanting to try harder. Nigga. Sometimes
but I ain't heard no facts from him. I ain't heard shit from the nigga.
I don't need to hear the facts, nigga. I make my facts. Nigga,
that's what I'm saying. That's how I am.
I make the facts, nigga.
What I'm saying is this: Knowledge went online for 31 minutes or 32 minutes, and Knowledge went in the Bible and quoted verse and scripture for 31 minutes, 32 minutes. This nigga went online for like 50 minutes and then said a goddamn thing except bullshit and slander.
Actually,
that's my point.
He clarified the fact.
He didn't clarify nothing. The only thing the nigga said about it was talking about moon people.
And
who the fuck is moon people? That's all he said. And he didn't even say nothing about that.
The only reason you feel that way, because like he said from the very beginning, you never listened to his information from the beginning. When you listen,
I've been watching.
What information?
Right?
What information? I went on his page.
Some quality videos. I'm not gonna hate on him.
I went on his page.
I'm not gonna hate on his brother.
When has Squid ever fucking quoted from the Bible? Nigga, KU.
No, okay.
Knowledge. Don't quote from the Bible. Squid don't use scriptures.
Knowledge. Last night when me and you was talking.
The only reason I said it because he got the Star of David on his hand, and he said he has a relationship with the Most High.
Deceptive.
So in my mind, I'm thinking
in your mind,
knowledge. Let me ask you something. Knowledge.
That's the only reason
last
I said
night.
That. He's in direct reference to the Bible, the gospel, the Christianity.
Last night when me and you was talking, Knowledge. Last night when me and you
like that.
Last night when me and you was talking, I asked you. Well, actually, I made a statement. I said, now you know the only way that's gonna hurt him is if he subscribed to that doctrine. If he don't subscribe to that doctrine, you didn't hurt him. You remember I said that to you?
I never experienced Squid subscribing to anything. That's what I'm saying.
That was my point. That was my point.
See, the reason I say that is the way he talked. The way he talked, when the words he used. So the words he used, I came with my own assumption and ideas. That's why I did that video. Just like he did with his video.
It didn't affect him though. It didn't affect him because he don't subscribe to it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That was my whole point of asking. That was my whole point of making that statement.
But brother, you subscribe to Masonry, just like Root Word.
I do. I subscribe to Christianity too. I subscribe to Islam. I subscribe to Buddhism. I subscribe to all that shit.
What root words have I learned from learning from the brothers? Listen, like I said though, experience comes from a lot of different things, bro. I didn't know none of this shit. Each and every one of you has said some things that I'm able to listen to and go back to listen to and reference, right? To where if I'm going to primary source some shit, I'll fuck around and primary source one of y'all niggas. I'll live off y'all experience as a secondary source. That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah, that's good.
We don't need no books. We don't need no literature, no nothing. All I gotta do is just listen to all the brothers speak. I ain't even gotta agree with none of y'all.
That's a book within itself, man. You feel?
Yeah, man. Yeah, this shit is. Hey, I'm cool as fuck. I'm sweating.
These archives, these gonna be archives one day.
If you notice,
right
like I said, if you notice, and I see it looked like Root came on the panel. What's going on, Root? If you notice,
Root in the building. What's up, Root?
He talked about
Andre. What up?
He talked about me and Root more than he talked about knowledge. You know why? Because he's scared of us.
He wanted to add y'all two in it. For some reason.
He's afraid. He's afraid, knowledge. I'm telling you, he's scared of us. He more scared of us than he is of you. That's why he mentioned my name more than he mentioned my name, and then he mentioned goddamn Root Word's name more than he talked about you. Because he's scared of us.
Y'all was live at the time being. That's why he said that y'all are some YouTube niggas and shit.
He's scared of us, bro. I'm telling you, he's scared.
None of us had to tap in at the present time. That's how I know we all still working with emotions. Even at that moment, that was Squid working with emotions. But when he was getting off that on y'all, even though he feels, I'm not gonna say Mike, because I don't want to think for the nigga. I'm only gonna hold him accountable to what he speak on.
Yeah.
But even though he speak this way, right? He was butthurt for the fact that y'all two niggas tapped in faithfully. I slept early. If y'all. Hey, it's all about.
He was mad y'all was tuning in to me and y'all had
no. He was butt hurt because he know what we are. He know the shit that we talk. That's why he butt hurt. He know Root smart. He know I'm smart.
Yeah.
That's why he butt hurt.
Was at one point ready to challenge every nigga on his on what he stand on. We all stand on some shit, fool.
I want to know what he stand on.
He's like, hey, I'll be honest with you. The tactic, and hey, my apologies, but I gotta say it this way. But the tactic is like a Brother Polite tactic. When Brother Polite was doing his debates back in the day, right before he smuttered himself through his experience in life, right? But when he was doing his debates, he never really stood on anything for somebody to just find the bullet holes in it. Even though we know all the information is flawed anyway, right? He would keep himself centered to where, just like Gary, they keep himself centered to where all they can do is just be argumentative, and that's the only failure.
Well, you know, Polite is a Mason, right?
You see, soon as I said nature spirit, even Justin or Brother Justin was on my helmet because I gave him something to grasp at. I gave him a belief. When I said that, I'm about the nature spirits, or I'm about soon as you start speaking, I don't give a fuck what you want to stand on. As soon as you speak, that's what that square means. That's what's gonna validate your ass. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I've witnessed brothers, right? Some of y'all have the best composure, right? Go ape shit because a nigga on came sideways. You know what I mean? That's because a nigga is faithful in what he's speaking on. He's like, this is our indoctrination, to the point where it's like, even if it was done by a man or not, fool, this is what we decide to say. I'm gonna destroy my brother because I believe this. When I don't want to destroy any of y'all because I know all of it's fake anyway. But here we are now. Now we got niggas at opposite corners. You know what I'm saying? The bell is about to ring, round 2. Nigga, it's endurance now, nigga. And if Squid start whooping your ass, nigga, you ain't got the endurance. He's calling for content, like Root Words, nigga. Well, Genesis versus the deity. Root Words stand on not only, man, he has everything. He can form he already ready. There's some of y'all niggas just ready for the work, homie. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it active. Let's bring the action, Squid. You know what I'm saying? But let's do
That's what I'm with.
I'm with that shit, nigga. I'm standing on nature spirits, fool. Just correct me if I'm wrong. And this is how it's gonna be. Fool.
Man, listen. We started a debate series. We'll tell anybody up, not just him. Brandon, I see you in the chat. Salute, Brandon in the building. Yo, Brandon, man, you can join in the conversation, man. Just click on.
Hey, you got to. I'm telling you, there's certain HOTC people, right, who don't even fuck with YouTube no more because they knew that the YouTube parasite was corrupted and it was causing us to look at each other differently. I'm telling you. Look at which brothers have ascended past this shit. Brandon, Sean. I don't hear too much from these niggas. These niggas come in, right? They decorate some shit, right?
And they drop one of them dope ass videos every now and then.
After we fuck some shit up. You know what I mean? We like the rowdy brothers that tear up the room. Mama come in, whoop all our asses, even the innocent ones, right? Now the innocent one cleaning up, and the innocent one didn't even tear the shit up. That's what I'm saying. This is what it's like. This is what it's become. Like, even the innocent people are being blamed for our fucking ignorance. This is some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? This is some fucked up shit. So if that means that we gotta collide and I gotta destroy some of you titans in order for us to find peace again, nigga, this is what it's gonna be, right? And this is what I'm standing on, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I don't got nigga. Y'all fucking around. I ain't fucking around.
I feel the same way. Some gonna stand, some gonna fall.
Just like
I ain't trying to fall.
Every man is held accountable to what he believes and what he say, because what he say is what he believes.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. If you call in deities, you better be ready. You know what I mean? Because I'm a type of nigga I'm a strike.
But see that's my question. When you say you believe in the deity, what is the deity? Because deity simply means something.
It's many. That's
my point.
God,
you say deity, but he says God is not real. God is not a real word. He says deity. So what do you mean? So what do you mean when you say you believe in a deity, the creator, the most high? Who is that?
Now I think he said God was a man-made word.
Yeah. He said man-made word. So he's saying it's
he
fake.
Right about that. But what the fuck?
Fake.
But what the fuck ain't a man word? What the fuck ain't a man-made word?
Deity, when he say he believes in the deity, he didn't say a deity. He said the deity, the Most High, the Creator. I'm not talking about the Hebrew. What he said. I'm not talking about the Hebrew or Israelites God. But yet you making plain references to them, and you even pay homage when you have the 6-point star, the Star of David, on your hand. You're paying homage to that religion. So when you say you believe in a deity, the Creator, the Most High, who are you in reference to? Maybe since you're in Chinese beliefs, because I study these things and I try to get an understanding of what he's saying. So maybe you're talking about Pangu. Pangu is the creator of the Chinese beliefs. So maybe you believe in the creator Pangu, but clarify that. Just don't say you believe in the deity. When you say the deity, that's so vague. What do you mean when you say the deity? And then when you say the Most High, you have a relationship with him. Who are you in reference to? Because you're going to say the deity, you got to give us a name. You can't just say that. Now, that's why I said maybe he's speaking in reference to Pangu, because he did say he believes in the creator. And then he likes to study these Chinese things. So maybe he is talking about Pangu, which is Pangu, the creator in Chinese beliefs. But I don't know. But at the time, with my eyes, I perceived, oh, maybe you're a Hebrew Israelite or Christian because of the things that is signified on your hand and the words that you speak. You feel me?
Honestly, I heard in the time I read in the past and through some of this, contaminated literature, that the stars were actually microscopes for the angelic realm, and there were microscopes in order for them to look down upon down upon the earth. Okay, and then at the time of everything, at the time of creation, right, when the insects and the animals and even the human beings began to flourish and prosper on the earth, that the angelic realm was looking through the stars, which is the microscopes, and they saw the go forth and multiply. They saw it abundantly, right? And then at one point they looked through the stars, which were the microscopes, and they saw that what they saw was considered life through animals and insects and humans that would flourish abundantly. Because they were so far away that the star was the microscope for them to see us like ants. And so they saw us growing like ants, like earth and everything growing like ants. And then now when they look through the stars, which are the microscopes, they don't see nothing growing. Everything is killing each other off. And the description was like death was only natural in the wilderness. Like it was natural for the lion or the tiger to eat what they can. It was natural for that, right? But then when human began to figure out how to, through curiosity, persuasion, influence, whatever case, right? When we start doing what we do to each other, that's when people and things started dying faster than started being born, right? So I know it's a far-fetched analogy, but it's a real simple one. It's like there's more death during life than there's life being born during life, and it wasn't never like that before. And so it's like, when we start looking at statements, right? The only way I can explain it is this. If I'm walking somewhere and somebody decides to say out of the yonder, right? If the person decides to hate me for whatever reason, and he decides to assault me and give his statements while he monologuing, he's whooping my ass, right? I can respect that. But if I decide to hate you and I start pressing lines and you ask me a question, I'm gonna take off on you. Because really though, when it's time, when Squid is asking or saying these statements, we don't have to bite at the hook, because then when he yanks that hook, we start asking questions. There's no questions to ask. Really though, it's like really where does the problem lie? What caused this man, you know what I mean? Because obviously he's just a man, for him to feel like he can spiritually destroy you, spiritually, when he can't.
And that's what he's doing, because he's trying to make it very constant.
He's trying to make it very comfortable, like as if he has the comfort with him. Like he's gonna comfortably whoop your ass, right, and move on to the next rank. That's why, like as if there really isn't any ranks. And I'll be careful when we start speaking China shit, because I heard this nigga got China in his blood, so he take that shit personal. You know what I'm saying? Some of us take certain things like we know we wrong for it, right? Like Cook might be, he might on the inside he might not say it, but he might think like, damn, these niggas got me on the Mason shit. But I already he said, already put 2 decades. That's how I feel. I've already put 20 years in this shit. So I'm not supposed to denounce my flag for nothing. Just like Cook ain't gonna denounce that square, just like Roots ain't gonna denounce them words. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? But we have to come to an agreement to say, nigga, you know what I mean? You gonna respect this or it's gonna be chaos. That's where we at.
Yeah.
I can be wrong, but
you're not wrong. It's always gonna be chaos, bro. It's always gonna be chaos in some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? It's always I would rather us all get together and create one, create one thing. We all get together and we all agree on one thing. But it's always gonna be some kind of opposition. It's always gonna be some kind of, because you can't have the negative without the positive. You can't have the positive without the negative. So it's always gonna show up. You know what I mean? It's always gonna show up. But even when the negatives show up, we still should be able to find some kind of balance. You know what I mean? But it ain't no balance with the shit.
What is there? What is the source? We're all at this point. What I've learned through the fog, all right? You know what I'm saying? Listening to KU, listening to Squid. What I've learned so far is that there's different sources feeding us, whether if it's books, deities. Well, I don't give a shit what we name it, right? But we all being fed something that's giving us the power to take the energy to try to conform that shit to, I don't know, to do what? To do what? See, here we go. We're back at to the what. It's like, what, nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. I'm like that the whole time. Even in life, even at work, I'm like, what, nigga? In my mind, I'm like, what? You know what I mean? If you staring, nigga, I can't even, listen, I'm heavy as fuck. I can't even go in the cafeteria and eat without people coming by and like strangers coming by and like, oh, that looks delicious. I'm like, I know it do. I'm eating. You know, niggas coming by want to shake my hand. You see me hold my hamburger, blood? I'm eating, nigga. I don't want to shake your hand and grab my burger. You know what I'm saying? It's like most of these people don't have they're not naturally aware. I mean, at that present moment, thinking of all things. I excuse so many things that'll make me so mad all day long. I sit there and tell myself, this shit right here would have pissed me off. All right, this would have pissed me off. But people, bro, this is that thou don't know what I think or do. This is that concept. Fools like these motherfuckers, bro. For real, man. I ain't seen an old nigga like my age beat up on a little 19-year-old. He throwing him around like a rag doll, all because the 19-year-old threw his slushie, right? And it hit the OG in the back of the head. And he got up and he got so mad and everybody laughing that he went and he started beating up on a little, you know what I'm saying? This is my point. It's like niggas lose control. Niggas just on some shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, bro. All I know is this. I've unlived, become a living ancestor. I should have been dead a long time ago or in prison. So here I am, nigga. I'm probably gonna be the first one to tap out. Like, nigga, fuck it, y'all, you won. Fuck it, I ain't tripping. You know what I mean? Especially on this digital shit, nigga. You didn't break nothing. You know what I mean? You didn't break nothing, nigga. You didn't even drip no blood. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can win. So Squid can say whatever. He can go through my videos, look me up, and look at this nigga. He can find all my flaws. Go right a fucking head. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm gonna smoke this tree. I'm gonna get some pussy on good occasions. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna live my life, homie.
Damn
I
right.
am.
Damn right.
I'm gonna respect myself. That way, I know when it comes to the end, nigga, whoever's judging me, right? You better be righteous. You better be fair yourself. You ain't gotta be righteous, but you gotta be fair. You can be full of hatred, nigga, but you better be fair, nigga. Because you pick on the wrong nigga, boy. That's when them bully beaters come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Root Words, I see you in the building. What's up? Quentin, I see you, bro. What's up? Peace, guys. How y'all doing?
Peace and light, bro, man. Thanks for having me on. Peace and light to the panel, man. Just sitting back with the deal. I mean, listening to this good conversation for real. It's a good deal.
You already know, brother.
Or you know I threw my 2 cents in. It's a good deal.
Well, go ahead and put your 2 cents in, man. Matter of fact, give me 5 cents, man. We don't want no 2 cents. That's that regular shit. We don't want that.
I don't know. Just on this topic right here, just I like they build though. You know, on the next topic, I got you, bro. I'm jumping in, but on this one, they build. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
But yeah, I wanted to say something to Dojo real quick about
Go ahead, bro.
I think he said his grandmom or his wife grandma that passed away.
Yeah.
And she was saying that she saw Jesus and she saw, you know, these different entities.
Yeah.
At that point right there, now this is me. This is what I believe. At that point right there, whatever she say she's seeing, that's exactly what she's seeing.
Yeah.
Indoctrinated or not. We can call it whatever we want. But one thing you can't call the person that's going through
so
it is
let's
a liar.
say if she say she's seen it, and the best
That's
way
what she's
for her
seeing.
to describe it is from indoctrinated images. So
No.
So what she see is what she remembers her thought.
I don't think that. I think that at that point she getting ready to cross over. And what is crossing over? Crossing over is when you leaving this plane and you going to another plane.
So we're speaking in reference to Earth. So that means Earth will be purgatory. It will be the common basis. It will kind of like be the ground wire from the positive and negative. It will be the place between heaven and hell. It will be
what I'm saying is whatever she saw, that's exactly what she was seeing.
Because that's exactly through her life what she was indoctrinated with. You're only
that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying we can't say that because we
we
don't know.
I mean, you gotta think about it. If you was to describe something and say, "Oh man, I seen an angel," or "I seen the hand of God," that would have been something that was brought to you by a thought that what you thought God would be like, or what you thought an angel was. It could be something totally, completely different. But for you, of your understanding of life and reality and your experience of life, you would assume that was an angel or something like that.
But what I'm saying is we don't know that. Only that person know that.
But what do we know?
We can say whatever the hell we want. But your grandmother that was laying there, that was getting ready to transition, she know exactly what she was seeing. And she had enough breath left in her body to be able to speak what she was seeing. So we can say what we want. We can say she was indoctrinated. We can say, well, she going off her memories. She doing it. We can say whatever the hell we want to say. But to her, she was saying exactly what she was seeing. And what she was seeing was real. And then she transitioned and she joined them. She just had enough breath in her body to be able to speak it. And I appreciate that because I haven't experienced that. Like I haven't, when my 2 brothers got shot, they were murdered. So by the time I got to their bodies, they had already left. So I never got a chance to see them. You know, I never got a chance to hear their last words or whatever, which I wish I could have, but I couldn't. So the only thing about Squid that got up under my skin and was the nigga said something about a father figure. And I'm like, a father figure? First of all, nigga, you don't know nothing about me. You know what I mean? But since you mentioned a father figure, I didn't have no father figure in my life. So that right there alone was bullshit. Because I was raised by women. My mom and my 2 aunts, they the ones that raised me. My dad died, before I even knew who he was really. He was gone. So it was women that raised me. And then he mentioned something about when I said I agreed with the elder that was on there when he was talking about drugs and using drugs and doing drugs. He said something about that. And I'm like, dude, I was smoking weed. Like I was selling cocaine and I was smoking weed. I didn't sell weed. I sold cocaine. I couldn't sell weed because I smoked it. I smoked too much of it. So I couldn't sell it. I sold cocaine because I didn't do cocaine. So cocaine was my business, not weed. So when he was like, well, this nigga a drug addict, this, that, and the third, how the fuck you gonna call me a drug addict when you smoking a blunt while you online? How the fuck does that go?
We don't see him smoking it. See, look. It began as you said a whole bunch, man. You said a whole bunch, and Knowledge said quite a few things. But I respect the fact that you respect her bed. Okay, you respect her bed. But this is what I'm trying to explain, even with this live stream, that each and every one of us is living through what we call life expectancy, meaning that your experiences, what you've been indoctrinated with, it's all meaningless and it don't mean a goddamn thing. Because when it comes down to the experience of death, when you begin to use what you believed in, whether if it was all love and all hate, you begin to explain what your transition is. They were explaining their deaths from the very beginning. This is what caused scriptures.
And what caused them
we don't know that though, Joe.
But listen, what causes them is in your deoxyribonucleic acid.
The reason I know that we don't know that
has a double helix
good, and that sounds real good.
There's deoxyribonucleic acid. It has a double helix, and the little lines in the middle are called telomeres. Now, once telomeres digress by skin cells dying and repairing themselves over and over again, it gets to a point to where
all that shit is science. That shit is science knowledge. Look, I'm talking about what this woman was going through. Only person that knows what this woman was going through.
Realize who you're speaking about.
What she was going through.
She's not this woman to me. She's my I was with my wife for 15
whatever
years.
she was going through, that's what she saw, bro.
She was a Catholic. So yes, she's gonna see what she saw, because for her being 78 years old and be with Catholicism her whole life and being raised in Catholicism,
that's what she saw.
That's what she fucking saw, bro. That's what I'm trying to explain.
But don't know. But
I agree. That's
we can agree, and I can agree with that too. But what the fuck I can agree with don't matter, because I not her. What she saw. Dojo, listen to me, bro. Listen to me for 1 second, bro. We can say whatever we want. Your grandmother, what she saw is exactly what she saw. Now we can say that. It's easy for us to say, but ask her what she was seeing. She telling you ain't even gotta ask. She was telling you what she was seeing.
I'm just gonna be ready for what the fuck I gotta see. I don't know
exactly. That's my point. That's my point. Because when you lay down for the last time, when you get ready to take your last breath, and hopefully you'll be able to be, you'll be in a bed, you'll be an old man, you'll have your loved ones around you, and they'll be looking down at you, looking at you taking your last breath, and you'll be able to say, "Oh man, I see. Oh man, that's Jesus. Jesus is real. This Jehovah is real." Whatever you see right then, that is exactly what you see. Now, I can say, "Oh man, nah, Dojo, man, he was indoctrinated. He believed in the Christian Bible and this, so that's why." I can say, I can make up. That's where you get the scriptures from. That's where you get the man-made stuff from. Because I can write down whatever I think you said, and I can give an explanation to whatever it was that you said.
But most of the explanations come from the scripture, right?
No,
because
what I'm saying
if somebody
is,
asks something as far as speaking on Christianity or something, they're gonna reference the Bible. They're gonna give you a quote, a
Here comes
scripture.
that influence. That's
No,
the
the only thing I'm saying, my point is this. When that person, that particular individual that's getting ready to take their last breath, and they able to tell you what they seeing, if they able to tell you what they seeing, the only thing you could trust and believe is that they are seeing exactly what they seeing.
Because they're relating to what they've been indoctrinated with.
But we don't know that.
My point exactly.
We don't know that.
That's oxymoron.
We don't know that though. We don't know that.
Yes, we do know that.
How do we know that? How do we know?
Because they're relating to what they've learned through life.
How do you know that though?
Because if somebody been describing something their whole life, you gonna take and think that's what it is when it wasn't really that.
No, bro, that ain't
about Jesus. If she's
that's not true.
Krishna, then what is true then?
That's not true. What's true is what she was saying.
And she starts saying like, oh, whatever. If she on her deathbed asking for Jesus, and then you try to say, well, she didn't believe in Jesus in her life, but she's
wait a minute.
But now she's saying Jesus.
Did you wait a minute? Wait a minute.
That means she really seen Jesus.
Wait a minute. What did she say? Tell me exactly what she said.
Hey, listen. She said
Tell me what she said.
She said the word Jesus, and she said angels. Those are the two main words that I can tell you she said. You know what I mean? Basically,
and I guarantee that's what she was seeing. I guarantee that's what she was seeing.
The only reason
she die right after that?
What do you mean did she die right after that? No, she was, man, I began to tell you that she was a spiritual woman from the beginning. People thought she was senile anyway. You know?
No, I'm talking about when she died. When she died, was those the last things she was saying?
Majority of the time when elders die, their last 72 hours, they're not communicating like right before the spirit leaves the body. They're not like, oh my God, I'm going, mwah, mwah, bye, best of me, bye. Fuck no. They're not even coherent. And this is what y'all brothers need to understand, that even when it comes to science, right? Water deprivation, food deprivation, this will cause hallucinations. And so that's why I say, when I say that whatever you have been taught in your life, and you're going through these deprivations, if I can't prove that you're actually cohesive enough to explain what the fuck you talking about, right? You know what I mean? Right?
Okay, but who's to say that she wasn't cohesive and she wasn't in her right mind?
Water. She didn't have no water for like 5 days, blood, and she didn't eat no food. She was like according to science, nigga, her ass was already dead. But
according to science. But I'm not talking about none of that. The only thing I'm talking about is the individual. Only thing I'm saying is whatever she was going through, that's exactly what she was seeing. She was saying what she was saying. Why do you
think Tupac, Biggie Smalls, why do you think everybody that we scrutinize as being out of hoaxes and all that, why do you think through their music and everybody else who I haven't even mentioned, when they say, nigga, that, oh, they live this evil life, but when they die, they put these thugs in heaven and shit, and all my niggas gonna be with my dogs gonna be in heaven?
I don't know nothing about all that.
Indoctrinated with, bro. They believe that shit, so they think that when they die, right, they're gonna see all their homies coming around in white cloaks and shit, nigga.
But we don't know what they see when they actually die.
If they're explaining it, this is what they're gonna die believing.
But we can't say that. We can't say that. No, we can't say that. We cannot say that.
They saw on the other side, but we can definitely say that while your ass is dying, if I was dying, beating my fist on the ground, screaming for my mama, because my mama's dead before I was, right? You watching me die, you can't say, oh, he found his mama on the other side. But you can say that nigga was
I can say that. If that's what she was, no.